Yo tengo explosas.
Le van a tener ahora Tempe solo. Tempe solo tienen, Tempe solo.
Ahí en el P1,
Tengo relámpago yo, tengo relámpago.
Derecha del patio, one shot.
Tengo Tempes y relámpago.
El de P1 se ha ido.
Está a la derecha.
Ahítame, Juan, voy para
Estoy haciendo pinch.
Well, Lucky is having the game of his life here, 20 and 10. He's on a 5-kill streak with the lightning in his pocket. However, Method's 8 and 14 again. It just seems like it's reoccurring. However, I will say, when was Heretics at their best? It was when Methods was dropping the 0.7. Whether he's doing that again and it's the playstyle they're going for, I don't know. But they're in the lead. Lucky's got 4 streaks and he's zapping everybody. Scum takes down one in his own teammate before Lucky puts one into the skull. As now with 25 seconds left, Heretics in charge. They have the favourable spawns for next. Medals utilising the grab slam as well. And my goodness, the sword ripping through Karma there. Optic Gaming, I'm sorry they put Miles and casting you again, but this is just how it goes down.
Leave me alone! My Twitter's going to be on fire after this.
At Miles Ross.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Heretics. What a lovely set of specialists that was. Vortex, can you join the party? He's going to get that war machine up and about. He's not able to find too much yet. Tags are there, Scum. Oh, just manages to nip the top of that ginger head as he goes down quickly, puts the war machine out of commission, and now we still have Heretics in control. Metals gets that attack 5 boost coming through. That's going to be the hard work of Journey. And oh boy, the score is starting to go. Oh, what was that? Methods with a lovely kill. Vortex with an A. That's going to be great work again from Heretics. They're looking to punch through that 200-point mark. And I will say, I'm very impressed by this new Heretics squad.
Yeah, and I'd say what I said before very genuinely. It's not looking at Methods and laughing at, you know, a negative ratio. It's a serious comment in the fact that when he's dropping these 0.8, 0.7s, I don't know why it is, but these guys prevail. You know, is he that entry player? Is it the one that really kind of elevates the fact that they can go on? Lucky 24 and 12, Medals 21 and 16, even Vortex, new to the club, but he's 22 and 19. He's got himself 36 seconds of hardpoint time. And Miles, we're going back to the middle here in 5 seconds. There's a Lightning and Hellstorm to play with. We know how strong Heretics have been on that second hardpoint. They can really make a shocking game 1.
Yeah, Heretics can pop the streaks, find themselves an extra 20 to 30 seconds there straight off the rip with a couple of kills. This could be a shocking upset now in the first map here against Optic Gaming, but still, it's not over yet. Here we go. Scum trying to heat things up there in showers, trying to maintain as much control as they possibly can. Keep an eye out for those streaks. They'll be coming through any moment now. There's the contest. Hellstorms are up and about. It's going to find 2, including Lucky himself. And a clean kill feed goes the way of Heretics for now. Crim desperately trying to battle back. 30 seconds on this first hard point. It's not going to be a win here for Heretics, but these points are very important nonetheless.
Yeah, you saw there, Crim just holding down Broken, but no one peeking from Heretics. Again, quick specialist check at this point. Nothing really for Optic, but the War Machine on the flip side. Methods now with 18 and 21. He's actually unlocked the Vision Pulse, so that could be huge going into the next hard point. The last 10 seconds, the scrap time, if you like, looks like it's going to go to Heretics here, but Scump still challenging, not giving up without a fight, because Optic Gaming, for the 3rd time and only time, should I say, they've won the rotation to the 18-wheeler.
Yeah, they've had struggles here. They managed to get in first, but winning those next gunfights has been tough. Scump, iPad in hand, pops through that TAC 5.
I missed the TAC 5, actually. That's huge.
Yeah, doctor's orders now for Optic Gaming. Here we go. 45 seconds on this hard point. They need every single second. TJ, nice work on the back. There's another kill around the corner if he times this one right. And what do you know? He times it perfectly. That's a nice kill. The one from upstairs is going to get it. But again, Dashy fills that gap immediately. Vision Pulse comes through. And now Optic, a big defensive hold. This has been great from them.
Even though you've been Vision Pulse, you can stand your ground. You've got that cover. The boxes, wherever it may be, the police car where you're standing up, pushing forward. Karma finds one, Karma shuts down, and Scump will trade out there as Optic Gaming retain all these points here. Even though the Vision Pulse was used, Crim6 on a 4-kill streak still has that TAC 5 boost, and now he has the Vision Pulse. TJ has the War Machine. Heretics, they've got nothing.
They do have trophies up. They do have nades through. They're going to buy as much time as they possibly can. They didn't touch that hard point whatsoever. Optic almost able to tie it up. Here we go. Into the showers, straight into the tree. TJ leading the charge. He finds his first. That's going to be more kills coming in the back end through Optic. Karma, Dashy, he finds another kill as well. And oh, baby, it's almost perfect. Optic get the retake, and now they've got a setup. They can win it here.
They certainly can, and with the War Machine and the trophy systems out, there's going to be close quarters. There's one trophy still left. The War Machine only connects with one. The break has to happen now. TJ finds one. Dashy finds another. Vortex, though, trying to break in. The contest comes through over by the tree, and that's going to be a bit of a swarm, but Optic Gaming, they've got control of the showers. Crim6 now with a streak, shutting things down. 25 seconds left. It can still end here. Optic Gaming still in control of the hardpoint, shutting down those blue arrows. They've got to push in, they've got to push now.
Here comes the lightning strike from Krim. It's going to come right in on top. It's going to be danger close. These players going forward, and that's it. Optic don't let it happen. They clutch up when the get is good. And two powerful hard points back-to-back will net them that first map win. Can't be too disappointed if you're Heretics, though, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
I mean, chucked in at the deep end, like I said before, against a team like Optic Gaming. I love their setup because they knew about the War Machine. They got those trophies down. What let them down was those individual gunfights and actually just on the defensive mode. I feel like they were very hesitant, very wary of the situation. But with those trophies, as long as they're placed in positions where they can't be shot through a wall or whatever it may be, you're good to go. Forget about the War Machine, the clusters. And they lost those individual gunfights. A tough time for Heretics, but a quick recap of how it all broke down was right here. You see Optic Gaming in control, obviously, of that second hard point. The rotation, if you look at all those blue arrows, it is fully in control of Heretics. Now, yes, they have the War Machine on the side of Optic Gaming. Crimsix at this very moment pops the Vision Pulse, and this is really the difference maker, because you just see how dependent that Vision Pulse makes the kills.
It's exciting to see as well. That's the first time Heretics managed to get a point in a single hard point. They had a whole hard point after this one where they found nothing. Perfect break from TJ. Dashi finds himself 2 kills, and that was the 3rd in a row for TJ as well. So that was just a perfect break from Optic in every sense of the word. Then they push that front line forward, they identify spawns, and they just keep their guns up, watching those run-through points there where the members of Heretics were going to be able to get back on the point. Metals makes one desperate attempt on the flank, which does flip the point for the time being, but you don't get rid of Krim, you don't get rid of TJ, and they're still there on the point, and they just slay their way through to the win.
Well, Optic Gaming closed things out. It could have been contested. It could have been put to another one. And if it did, of course, Heretics had those spawns.
Well, here we go. Just before the match started, Jess had a quick catch-up with Scum. Jess, what did the King have to say?
Thank you, Miles. Well, King Scump said that they are done just coasting on talent and that since Anaheim, they have been focusing on the fundamentals like spawn blocking and hardpoint. And for this match versus Heretics, he admitted he wasn't completely sure what to expect. He said, yeah, I think we're the better team, but they do have a new player, so you kind of never know what could happen. Now, on the side of Heretics, I caught up with Lucky, and we did speak about that new player. And Lucky said that one of the reasons they brought in Vortex was they needed a lot more S&D aggression, and he feels that that's something that Vortex certainly does bring. But he also told me about, they've been scrimming in Europe, and he said we can be super good in Europe, but then when we come back here to the States into Pro League, that's the real test, and that really is what shows us what's working and what's not. So we'll see how the rest of the series goes. Miles and Momo, back over to you.
It's going to be exciting to see Vortex once we get him into that Search and Destroy, but it's one thing to be playing at home, it's such another thing to be playing here in the Pro League, man. I mean, time and time again, teams do it, even when it comes to open events. There's something magic about this arena that just changes teams, but still, Optic Gaming thus far, pretty good so far, pretty clean, quite exciting. They made it interesting, let's face it. I think the Search is going to be definitely a stronger suit for them, but exciting stuff already.
I think it's interesting on both sides of the stage. Optic Gaming, yes, they come out on top, but they were down for a large majority of that game, and I feel they had to make that comeback. They did really well finally on that 3rd set of rotations on that second hard point by the 18-wheeler. They managed to lock that down, and for me, it was Crimsix. He kind of had a bit of a slow start. His interactions level were just simply way lower than everyone, and you expect that from an ICR, but he went over. They got Vision Pulse, but he didn't let that affect them. They got the kills. Their Vision Pulse from they being Heretics was kind of nullified. It came to nothing. But on the side of Crimsix, who ironically had, the Vision Pulse popped it, he was the one who really kind of was the one to break through into showers. So may have had a slow start, but Crim really stepped it up towards that last quarter and drove it home for Optic Gaming alongside, of course, all the other fantastic players on the green wall. Heretics, though, I'm interested to see how the Search and Destroy plays out. We know they're fast, aggressive, and a little bit funky. But, what are those scrims been like back home in Europe? I always sympathize with them. Not as much competition back home.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you get back home. You got to check your friends list, who's online. It's not that many players.
We can scrim Bob 29-18. It's not what you want.
It'd be more like Roberto 20.
All right,
you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. It's just not easy. It's not quite the same. Still, they have managed to find a diamond in the rough potentially now in Vortex and put him to good work here at the Pro League. That first map was not a bad showing from him whatsoever. He seems to fit the squad quite well. 250 to 235 is a very admirable scoreline for a squad that's just made a change. And now we go into a Search and Destroy. Again, difficult scenes for a new team. All that hyper-aggression that we've heard so much about now from Lucky. About Vortex joining this team, if he's going to be able to put it to good use. I'm quite excited, actually. New team.
So you should be, Miles.
Heretics are a funky team.
This is the last week of Pro League,
man. Don't stop saying it. Stop it. Stop it.
It's a game in Heretics.
karaoke tonight. What?
Map number 2 coming up, Search and Destroy Arsenal. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. Miles, I haven't get it together.
I'm all good.
Oh, yeah?
I'm absolutely fine. I'm ready to rock and roll. Stop, don't you dare. Oh, here we go, off the rip. Dashy with snipe in hand. That's what you want to see as an Optic fan. I think he might have just messed up a slide. That's why he crouched there, but timing's still good. No one looking their way towards A. It's going to be a B push now for Heretics. Karma and TJ trying to just, you know, test the waters as they make their way through mid-journey. They're sitting in pipes and vents, excuse me. And here we go. Dashy's up and about. Doesn't find a single shot just yet. Straight into the first round with a sniper, and you know what? They're lining up. Dashy finds his first. The second goes to TJ with the ICR in hand. Scumpy's Maddox finds the third. Crim6's ICR finds the fourth, and the fifth member is yet to be decided. Who wants it, and how will they get it done?
It's got to be Karma, right? It's just one each. And here he is. Come on, Karma.
Get it.
Do it.
Come on, Karma.
Do it. However, Journey, flat alive.
Hey!
Of course. I'm just a mastermind. It was a 1 in 5 chance. I got lucky.
You did get really lucky. Wow.
But Optic Gaming, what a way to make that look a little too easy. Of course, Dashy opens things up with a sniper, and again makes it look so effortless sometimes when he's just jumping around, flicking onto people's heads. OG though, 1-0. Karma smiles as he puts one bullet in the back of a player, and the round is over.
From the hip as well. Kind of lucky, but still, that's it. Everybody got a taste of the pie there. Now Heretics on defense. What are they going to be doing? Dashy once again with that snipe. He may run into Metals down the range there at A. Lucky's going to... Oh, what was that? Lucky. I don't think luck had anything to do with it. That was disgusting.
Thermal in hand. Metals takes down Scump, and suddenly a very, very advantageous round here for Heretics now as they lead by 2. And on the defense, the bomb, little bit of an awkward position as TJ does fall. Crim6 slides across and nearly gets his head taken off, but Vortex is going to deal the final blow to Crim, and it might have been a 5-0 sweep for Optic on the first round. But I think Heretics are going to answer back with exactly the same there. Karma this time going to be jumping out into that hot desert, a little too hot for his little feet there. It's going to burn alive. See you in round number 3.
You ever stood on hot sand before, Phil? It's the worst.
Oh.
Miami's going to be terrible. Anyway.
It's not. I'm not built for Miami.
I'm built for Miami, dude. I'm a cold weather boy.
Send me to Iceland or something.
Oh, imagine that. CWL Reykjavik. That'd be great.
Reykjavik, but...
Is it Reykjavik? Sorry.
Thought you were smart, Miles.
I'm not.
Reykjavik.
Here we go. In at round 3. Reykjavik?
Reykjavik.
This is
Iceland.
getting put on blast here, friends. Help me out.
Lucky.
Down
Back with the Valley.
And he did find that first one right off the rip. Changes around immediately. Already we're finding similar scenes with the ICRs now making their way forward. Trophy System's already managed to find 2 projectiles. Lucky just about getting away. And it's a 3v3. TJ comes and spoils the party. Method's going to level it up. Now it's a 2v1. Karma last one left alive. Oh, Karma somehow managed to stay alive in that situation. Can't quite get it on against Vortex. That'd have been absolutely disgraceful. Are you checking up the pronunciation?
No, I'm checking up the stats of Karma in Search and Destroy, if you must know. But nevertheless, Vortex with the best play. Coming out with the Sorg. I will say, we talked about, obviously, the roles and how it would change. Interesting, like, straight away we talked about Vortex with the Sorg, and he fits this fast Spanish like play style. He fits very much into this, and you can see why they picked him up. I did want to talk a little bit about, you know, why they pick up a player like this. We see obviously this French-American team of Elevate, and we see these, you know, European, North American teams. But I feel like Heretics in the Spanish community, I feel like you can't just pick up a UK player.
No.
Like, Spanish is not the same. It's just different.
We had a discussion about this. Was like, I think Parasite speaks fluent Spanish, and I think Saints does as well. So at one point there was a question mark around whether one of those players could just jump in. And I understand there's some dialectical differences between the Spanish spoken by obviously Heretics and over here in the States. But anyway, here we go.
Because the French and German players have always notoriously been very, very good at English, and I'm sure the Heretics team are too. But 4 players wouldn't change, and Dashy and TJ and Crim are going to take one down as we get back into the action here. Whoa! Dashy!
Do it. Just, oh my gosh, yay.
He doesn't even get to that point where he's aimed in.
Nah, he's all good. That was a nice 2 there from Dashi. Another great round from Optic. But again, like, I'm just laughing, dude. Just laughing. Dashi ain't laughing. He's got his Superman curls going on right now. Certainly the Man of Steel in that one. Oh, here it goes. The second shot. This is the guy just coming out of elevators. Say, hey, buddy.
That's...
He took the mohawk right off the top of Vortex there.
He's got Reykjavik.
I don't know. I think I'm laughing at that. I think
you're still a little sour you said it wrong, but it's okay, Miles.
I didn't know. I trust you. I trust you. Round 5. Here we go.
Even Stevens, 2-2 as we head into round 5. Another 90 seconds on the clock and a hard push towards A, and it's going to be noticed by Dashi. Quick dip and dive as he finds himself one shot. Tries to get out of there for a second, and a lot of the players here are going to be caught on the flank. You see 8 and 6. That's going to be TJ and Scump here. Going to be crucial, but now a 4v5, sticking with the numbers. Medals and Journey make things a little easier for Heretics.
Yeah, super easy now. You've opened up the flank. Now they can turn the attention to the players hitting the rear, and it's actually all down to Scump. Lucky finds one. Dashi just missing again. Sadly, Scumpy still in no man's land out there, trying to find the kill. Stays alive behind enemy lines, but not for long enough as Heretics. I thought once they made their way into the sort of dark past the first set of plants, I thought maybe they're taking too long here. Maybe they're giving Dashi too much respect because the reinforcements are coming up the rear. The pinch is about to develop, but they managed to time that one really, really well. They find those 2 kills on what was Crimp, and I believe it was TJ up front, or maybe in Karma, sorry, and then immediately be able to turn their attention there. And if Dashi hits maybe 1 or 2 snipes, obviously the play falls apart, but so exciting there from Heretics. Good timing, a little bit of luck maybe, but a great round nonetheless.
I think it's a very different story if Dashi picks one up off the start. Then it's a 5v4 pinch. You saw Dashi there at the very end. That was his first hit marker of the round. I think he missed a couple of shots, and Heretics, they took full advantage of that. They were very fast, very aggressive, and pushed them back. And, of course, opening up the account and getting that advantage gave them a strong, strong position. Crim6, ooh, dancing with the devil here. There's Lucky taking up a different position. It's almost like they knew the push was coming through mid, and Journey's going to find one taken down. He's going to be Medals and Lucky. As TJ and Scum answer back, quick shot, punch potential for Vortex. He gets it done with the Sorg. But when all said and done, Miles, we're down to a 2v2.
2v2, just like that. TJ now and Dashi making their way out towards A. They're going to be able to get the arm down. As you can see, the defenders of Heretics have moved their way through food on the back end of the map to that far left-hand side. And I think their spidey senses are telling them B, but no, friends, it's A. And now they're going to have to wrap back, and now they're going to contend with this long-range gunfight, potentially. But no, TJ and Dashi going on the wrap, hand in hand. Best pals.
I was going to say, if you're looking for a 2v2 partnership in Search and Destroy, TJ and Dashi are not a duo you want to come up against. Journey and Methods, though, they have a big, big task ahead of them. There's only 23 seconds. They do have to get that defuse, and TJ playing the clock so smartly here.
Oh, wait. This might not work out. He's going to check. He's going to peek. Oh, he just saw a little bit of the back of that player's head, Dashi. As they separated now, here comes the defuse. Dashi, brilliant timing, finds one. There's the immediate trade. The time's not going to be enough. The kills are good, but the bomb will explode. Good round from Optic. Great work from Dashi.
Yeah, I think Dashi and TJ just played that perfectly, and not necessarily, anything but the positioning that they were in, and of course the timing that they had. And again, that comes with so much experience. Yes, Dashi, new to, competitive in the sense that it might have only been a year, and TJ, what, a couple for himself, but those two guys have been playing Search and Destroy for years. These situations is where they thrive. It was a tough task, of course, for Heretics. They were obviously looking for the retake and looking for the defuse. You've, of course, sometimes just got to go for it. We saw before, Miles. Oh, round 11, defuse from Clayster. What about that?
Ice. Not just Tej, play as well, great play. 3-3 now as we go into the 7th round. It's like a 4-man stack right on through Lab. Oh no, the bomb will deviate its course just towards B, but oh baby, there's 3 members of Optic. DJ's there. Hey, Jetty, you're not going to want this one, friend. Back it up, he will. The bomb's going to rotate back. Optic are going to settle up for this push towards B. TJ again through the window. Sadly can't break that any quieter. Now over to A immediately. Decisive call there from Heretics. Dashi. He's like, you make all the calls you want. I'm going to rip these shots off. Doesn't manage to find any more. Almost just, seriously, going for these insane shots. Unable to find too much. Strife in hand now. Going to be the last line of defense as we see that bomb get ever so close to the A site.
He's going to find himself a Maddox as well as his secondary now. He's going to be interesting. Lucky still trying to snipe as well. So, back and forth. You see that you know, almost the twitches from both players, and one twitch is going to be lucky onto Dashi's stomach. He's going to take him down as now a 3v2. Bomb has been picked up. It needs to be planted. A concussion is huge there for Karma. Can't get it out, though. Yes, he does. In fact, he finds it, but not going to be able to find much more. The Sorg for Scump, a awful weapon probably in this position. And at a 3v1.
Yeah, but it's the new Sorg. It's the Sorg 2.0.
It could be the Sorg 7.0, Miles.
He's gone. Scump's like, I'm out, dude.
Scump's thinking, all right, Sorg's not great from the doorway from lobby. I'll try back. It just wasn't the weapon of choice, I feel, there. And fair play to him. He did connect with quite a few shots, but coming up against 3. I think the difference maker was when Lucky found this exact snipe. He just opened it up.
a nice little curve there on the flick. Just down the apex of the curve. He pulls the trigger. Bye-bye Dashi. Karma, unfortunately unable to get there. If Scump had been there like a fraction of a second earlier, he might have been able to put the shots down and keep that player back, but...
Yeah, or if Karma gets that concussion out maybe half a second quicker, it could have been very different. And that's the first thing I realized. I saw the concussion, I'm like, that can change the game. You're stunned and you're like, okay.
That wide open courtyard where the bomb is
yeah.
Stun City.
But still, very close game. The Hardpoint was super, super close here if you missed it. Game 1, of course, Optic Gaming did take it. Now in round 8, Optic Gaming down by 1. Dashi's been doing what Dashi does with a sniper, and Journey in a bit of a cheeky spot. He's going to find himself a double as Dashi finds 2 as well. Oh, I thought that was a collateral.
That nade, run Lucky. He will get away. Now it's a 2v1. Dashi left alone
for the ace.
Here we go.
Dashi needs the ace now. And he's got to find 4. He's going to find himself a little bit of medals. He's frustrated with that one, and you can see why. I think he's confused of how quickly he died. I don't think Medals missed a bullet, but Dashi finds 4 in the round. And it's not a pretty 4 because he doesn't get the round for his team. You see the 2.
Great nade as well. I think he should get the kill with the nade.
No, he finishes him off later after that kill.
Can you imagine, though, if he gets the kill with the nade as well onto Lucky?
That facial expression says it all. He's like...
I think that might have been... It's like, bro, where'd my nade go, bro? One of those, like, yeah, what? Bro, I cooked that perfectly, bro. What
medium rare.
What?
5-3 to Heretics, though.
God, this is a good search.
Interesting pet play by Heretics.
Yeah, look at the minimap. Can we get a big thank you, mate?
He's a
Harris. They're like, Heretics are so aggressive, and they're like, what's the Spanish for pump the brakes? As they just chill now, and they're hoping for something out of Optic. They've trained them to be wary of these super aggressive pushes, and now they're just like, and breathe. Namaste in Spanish. Like he can't find the kill. He does get a couple of tags for his troubles, though. Real slow on the offense now, but Dashi, he's just about to hit something. He's going to hit the butter Journey. He goes down. First blood, second blood. Second blood, is that a thing? Second kill to Optic. And they're down and out. This is looking sore. What a round this is going to be from Heretics. 5-3, 30 left on the clock. Here comes the play from Tej. Not able to get the kills. Karma gets the trades. 3-on-2. Scumpy making his way forward. Karma doing absolutely everything he can. Scump finds 1. It's now a 2-on-2. Karma dies into the desert. No, Scump now in a 1v2. He needed the help. If he can catch the player on the defuse or on the arm. Sorry, no, he can't. It's over. It's 1-1 now. Karma, unfortunately, very unfortunately, bro.
Karma was just jumping like it was like a kid at the playground, just couldn't get out.
Bro,
help me, help me! I couldn't. He was just jumping like a little buddy.
Oh, that's so annoying. He made the play. He got like 3 kills. Well, that's brilliant. What a search and destroy that was. Heretics tie up the series 1-1, and what an exciting scene for this new team. Again, Vortex joining the squad. Optic Gaming, you know him, you love him. So far, so good in the hard points. When we come back after the break, friends, we've got a control matchup, and it's bound to be full of chills, thrill spills, and all things good. We'll see you after the break. welcome back, friends, to the Call of Duty World League. Heretics versus Optic Gaming here in our third match of the day, night, afternoon, wherever you are on the planet. And already, quite an exciting one. 1-1. I must admit, a bit of a surprise in the search. Heretics doing exactly what they do, and it's playing pretty funky, Phil. You coined the phrase best. Into a frequency control now, friends. If you missed the first hardpoint, it was very exciting. Good for the Optic fans. Gets the old green blood pumping.
Certainly does. Talking of funky, we've got frequency coming up next, which I actually think kind of favours both teams. You get the fast, aggressive Sorgs, and very excited to see it with the new meta and exactly what they will bring. Of course, control coming up next, all things tied up. For the first time I've actually looked at Heretics logo. It says Excel, Inspire, Explore. Not really sure exactly that's spelled correctly, but
I think of a really, you know, very positive,
I've just never seen that before.
Navigator of the world. I don't know. Have you never seen that?
No, I've not.
Well, because normally this play.
I mean, I just thought I'd point it out for you, Miles.
That's cool, man. That's very cool.
Thanks, mate.
Excel, Inspire, Explore.
It's all spelt very funky as well.
They're a funky team, mate.
It's 2019. You can do what you want now.
You can. You really can.
Well, yeah.
And you know what we can do? We can go into a control matchup. Here we go, friends. Frequency. Fast-paced map. Two very fast teams at times. Obviously, both of them know how to pump the brakes, know how to give you a heart murmur at times. Let's face it. But I'm very keen to see how this one goes down. Again, the new Heretics, Vortex coming in place of Sukri.
I'm excited to see Vortex on this one, because the first thing I saw was him on Gridlock, just flying around corners with a Sorg, and that excites me.
Only thing that actually disappointed in any way from him so far is actually his War Machine.
And the fact it took him about 45 minutes to make classes, but moving on. Here to game number 3, all tied up. 30 lives apiece, 2 zones. If you're new to CWL or Call of Duty competitive, this is Control. It's nice, it's fun. Welcome. Let's have some fun as Metals and Methods find themselves a WC on the minimap. Those green arrows all heading towards B. First tick is done. Optic Gaming still in control, and those blue arrows almost panicking towards the middle. This could be a very quick capture.
That's a good play, though. Got to keep that top mid presence, got to keep that control. Second tick of B's done. If the pinch can now develop, those players are still contesting on top. Crim's desperately trying to battle back. Lucky peekaboo, he gets bopped on the head. There's another around the corner. Journey's there. I see up. Trying to get the kill up close. Won't have it. They have managed to save the lives of B. Over to A straight away. Will it go any other way other than so far Heretics? Good stuff already. And again, that top mid control, absolutely essential. Crim straight back on it. Every life. Back to that orange door. Straight back in. ICR in hand, just flattening players. 4-man push now straight onto the back of B. The contest is there for only a brief moment before Journey now desperately trying to get into the action. He gets pushed back. And Optic looking to green out that B point.
Yeah, and they certainly will. Zone B done and captured here with 18-19 now. The life count does favour Heretics. They are on the defence, but Optic Gaming, they're a team which can pinch, punish, and my goodness, send you packing. Now leading the life count, pushing on forward. It's going to be Scump onto A. Dashy looking, of course, for the positioning. He's in a fantastic position. He gets that fragged out, and he says, nah, you ain't coming this way. You got to be pushed back. Time is ticking. He's got to find 3, but is it going to be enough?
Slows him down just a little bit, up over the top. Hey! See ya later, Metals! Woohoo! 2 for Tej, 1 for Scump. You may as well call that the round. Oh, no.
Been there, done that, Miles. And we'll get into round 2 without commenting on it.
No, we won't.
Sometimes with the grapple, it happens. And I sympathise with certain grapple players where they fly off the map on frequency.
Poor Metals. Mate, it was there. Right place, right time. We're like, you know what's funny? I thought to myself, that's unusually high. Mate, I'm glad he tried it. That would have been dope. Anyway.
I told you these guys like to play a little crazy.
Funky.
Funky. Here we go. Let's watch it again. Honestly, it was high, and I think he hits it. Just boom. Ah, my head.
Top of the head.
Just bangs off the side of it.
Donk.
Karma gets the kill, though. Credit to him. I think he actually may be on a kill streak here. Maybe not. He's only got 3 to his name. But round 1, what a way to open up the account. Of course, we go into control, and I think everyone a bit excited to see what Vortex and the new squad can do. But Optic Gaming shut things down very, very quickly. Vortex actually 1 of 5. Not what you want to see.
Control's a tough one for these guys. Here comes the aggression now from Heretics, and boy howdy, TJ, with that kill, he will be able to close out his hexagon and find himself that War Machine. 22-23, tied it up. Scump sees an opening, takes it right in through that window. TJ now locking down A. They've got A safe, B slowly starting to get the capture. But again, Scumpy is in your base. TJ now streaks at hand, pulls the ping. No, well, hello. That was a nice nade. There's the lightning strike. Lovely nade from Lucky, finds that top mid position clear. And the back line is going to be safe, thanks to Vortex. TJ, can he find this kill? Can he open up the back line, allow his teammates to get back into this? Bolster the defense, he can't. Vortex, once again, a great kill. Now, a slight lead to Heretics in the life count. They're capping both A and B at the same time.
Yeah, that was a really nice push on B. Just kind of the way Vortex wiggled his way back, stayed alive, and then turned and found himself a kill. So B does look like it's going to go their way. However, one concussion, one play can change the game, and Optic Gaming not happy giving up B that easily. Over by A, though, that's done and dusted. It's all down to B. You've got a minute and a half, of just over actually on the clock here, and 15 to 16 is the life count. Optic Gaming firmly now in control of B. They've got control of both pipes. Of course, Scump pushing forward, see if he can make this kill. Yes, he can. Looking for the second, but wisely backs off again. Sorg will be very beneficial in certain positions.
Yeah, this is great. Top mid's wide open. That's going to be flooded right on through from Heretics. They're going to be able to get a little bit of presence there. But again, now you have to see the ICRs of Heretics start to bring out these big kills, push these players back at range. Karma lining up one now. Look, Method's running on ICR on the other side. There's the slide through. Perfect bait. He's going to get Karma. Scump's now up next. Lucky, he does drop. Nice bit of work from Scump. He's alone at this point.
Karma's going to come off spawn and two players shut him down. Krim was watching that for about a minute until he pushed forward, and he's going to be frustrated. He didn't stay there. Two players coming for the flank. The pinch coming in. Three slide across. This is the play that Heretics have been waiting for, but three go down. Make it four as Dashy makes Lucky respawn in just a couple of seconds. War Machine at the ready. I tell you what, he's not looking to save these pellets either. He's just throwing them.
He makes safe blue pipes and now straight over to orange. Trophy's going to slow it down for now. A couple of points fed that way, but that's fine. Karma in a very slightly unsuspecting position. Nice use of the Hellstorm now to just slow this one out. Karma's going to win his individual fight. Downstairs is not a safe place. Finds a flak jacket. TJ's going to go finish the job with his bare hands. 23 seconds remain. And Optic have managed to defend this valiantly. However, there's one push left in this one for Heretics. They've got to make their way through the front. Karma's locking that one down. On the back, it's going to be Scump. Scump now. Shots go through. He finds one in there, and that's going to be all about it. Then 10 seconds left. Here comes the play. It's going to be Journey from up top. He's got the contest. TJ, can he find anything on it? The shots are there, and now it's a 4v5.
4v5, and they're actually on the point as well. That's going to be a beautiful shot from TJ. He's going to quickly put the stim shot in. Not enough. Karma to save the day. Finds one. 3v3. 7.5 seconds left on the clock. Challenge goes down. Karma finds the kill that he needs. Now a 2v2. No trade from Optic Gaming. But we got to see Scump come in and find the double. Clutching up again for the squad here. And you saw it go from 5v5 to 4v4 to 3v3. But no wonder Scump's getting hyped there, and he's happy with that play because everyone was making their kills. It was just who's going to get the trade, and it favoured Optic in those trade situations, but Scump really was that difference maker towards the end. Valiant effort, though, from Heretics there.
It just goes to show, though, Optic held B for, what, minute, 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Long time. All it takes is one good break, and you're in. There are no room for mistakes here in the Pro League. And if you do manage to make a mistake, you have to right that wrong immediately. Tac 5 to open up the assault here onto A for Optic, and it's going to pay off. They're going to find 3 kills, and they're going to start to get the cap through. It's going to be 3 members of Optic there on the point. A beautiful nade from Lucky will make that 2. But now we still have the cap unfolding. Crim 6, Overwatch from above, is going to keep that mid-map clear and keep that side of the attack safe as it possibly can be for Optic. As you can see, the kill feed still going his way. Streaks now for TJ. Oh, no, excuse me. Streaks for Scumpy. Sorry, that was a bit... my bad.
I mean, you shout out to both of them right now. 17 kills for Scump, 15 kills for TJ. Combined, they're going 30 plus here, and they've got, what, 15 deaths between them, so that says it all right now. 25 to 18 as the life count favors Optic Gaming. A has depleted. Of course, if this B zone goes to Optic Gaming, it's going to be a hot 3-0. First tick is done. Life count favors them. No specialists, even though so close for Heretics, they don't have any.
Got nothing, and here comes the old zap from Lucky. Tempest is out.
Never mind.
Oh, and it's going to be a return fire from the Tempest, and somehow Dashy, he gets lit up from up top. That's a great shot on the defense. Tac 5 coming through now. All specialists are going in now for Heretics, trying to save themselves here in round 3. 2 minutes left on the clock for the defense. They have to work through now the 18 lives of Optic Gaming. Journey still going. The Tempest has a little bit left, and that's going to be plenty. Is he going to find another on Scum? Another on a Crim.
Oh.
Beautiful shots from Lucky. And now he's got the Tempest in his hands, and he's 75 points away from a Tempest in his back pocket.
Well, he's got himself a...
Tempest Lightning.
I was going to say, I said to you guys at home, Heretics had nothing. They did have the Tempest, which enabled them to get through, which enabled them to get the TAC 5, and now they're so close to a Slam and a War Machine. It really can change the game. The Specialist, of course. Oh, Lightning Strike available. Do they need it, though, is the question. Karma invests in the Slam, only finds one. Karma finds a second as he turns around, jumps back on the point, and now, with a 4-life advantage, Optic Gaming looking to close this thing. This is where you've got to see some investment. You've got to see those Lightning Strike, those Hellstorm coming for Heretics.
If they can win the gunfight, they might not have to do it. So there we go. It's all down to Crim on the point. Methods wins the gunfight against Crim. The Lightning Strike's going to come through anyway, and the reinforcements. Top mid's not safe anymore. Now they're going to drop down low. Lucky, he's got 2 players waiting for him down there. Is the trap set? Is it sprung? And it is, and he's a mouse to cheese. Oh my, Karma! He doesn't get the kill, and now it's going to be it. 6-5, where Heretics failed previously. They could possibly manage to do it here. Minute left. There's only 6 members of Optic. They could seriously do this one. Lucky's going to bend this one right around the corner. He's going to catch Crim. He's going to see Dashy. That's dangerous. He doesn't find anything now. It's a 5v4.
Dashy does go down, and Karma will fall as well. 4v4 now. And again, one player coming off spawn means Optic Gaming a little bit of a disadvantage here as more players pushing forward. Ambitious for TJ. He tags him up. He lets them know that they're weak, but no one can make the kill here. No one wants to go down first. No one wants to be the player to kind of throw it away, and Dashy could be the difference maker. The lone wolf, if you like, out on his own. What's Dashy gonna do? He drops down. He slides around. He's looking for the pinch. Scum finds one. Crim finds another, and now Dashy's gonna pounce. He finds the third, and Optic Gaming once more clutch up at the final hurdle, the final moment. And again, it is a close one by all means. The hard point so close. The search and destroy, of course, going Heretics' way, and ooh, that's going to be a hot 3-0 for Optic Gaming on Control.
But it was not... I mean, again, it's a 3-0, but boy, what a close Control match that was.
Every round.
Every round, dude. Round 3 was a banger. Round 2 was a banger.
I'm lightheaded after that.
That was great, wasn't it? Do you want water? We've got water all over the place here. Our Scuff player of the game will go towards Scump, of course. The final moments in this matchup. It was a 4-4. You can see the shots come through. Vortex holding the line. We watched Dashy develop there on the flank somewhat. We're worried about TJ's friendly fire, but in the end, the King gets it done.
Yeah, it was interesting because this was so back and forth. Grenades and concussions going back and forth. I thought Dashy was going to be the difference maker here. But before Dashy even gets involved, off screen, as we jump to Dashy here, you start to see those green arrows push. Number 1 pushes forward. Scump finds one, and then Crim finds the person who tries to peek Scump. And that little combination really does shut things down. It was Scump to open up the kill feeders. It was 4v4, and he really is the difference maker. So far, so good. I think mid-game we were talking about what he was 18-7 at some point, really stepping up his game. Of course, the sword, a little bit of a buff. He seems to be having a bit of fun on that main stage, Miles.
A little bit of fun indeed. Now we talk about, you know, that kind of Scuff player of the game wasn't so flashy, but it was extremely decisive. The metal, the resolve it takes to make that one kill in a 4v4 situation where everything is on the line at that point, that's the game right there if they win it. Powerful stuff there. That's why we call him the King. Great stuff from Optic. Now 2-1 in the series. It ain't over yet, though. We are going to go back to another hard point, and Heretics, if they've shown us anything so far, is that they can hang with Optic in the respawns.
Yeah, they certainly can, and I believe we're going back to frequency, which kind of gets me a little bit excited, a little bit of goosebumps up and down here, as Heretics will want to push this to a Game 5. If they do, we've seen already what they can do at S&D. But Optic Gaming, they look strong in the respawns. They look like the Optic Gaming that we know and love. However, Heretics have pushed them. Teep on the mic. He's very... He's gesticulating right now with his hands.
I would love to hear what they're saying. It'd be really cool if we could do an Astro Gaming listen-in before the match starts.
Yeah,
with the coaches.
A, to hear what he's saying, and B, just to hear Teep's voice, man. That's something else.
TP. Love Teep. Big fan of Teep. Are you a TIE fighter?
I am.
50 gifted in the chat.
I was going to say, I joined the chat, and it's 5 gifted.
He's great. We love Teepy.
We love, we miss, but we still get to see the
every other day, right? It's great, isn't it?
Tyler Teep, yeah, it's great. Optic Gaming back here in Columbus, Ohio for the last week of the Pro League. Miles was tearing up on his way to work today, weren't you?
Blubbering. Nothing to do.
I miss you, Phil.
Nothing to do with the humidity here in Columbus. Nothing to do with how hot and stinky it is. Here we are, friends. Frequency Hardpoint up next. Hassie on a search and destroy if we have to go there. Previously, one of Heretics' best game modes and maps. But now we have to go through the Frequency Hardpoint. And again, Optic looking to close this one out here. Heretics battling for life. Now again, Optic, they win this. They're sitting on top of the Division B leaderboards. Heretics, they need 2 wins this week. And a little bit of magic for them to be able to qualify for playoffs.
It's going to be tough, let's be honest. Very, very tough. And I think a lot of games between now and then, they can go so differently. But right now, Optic Gaming 1 map away from getting a big W under their belt. Karma's going to enter here with the grapple, and he's going to find himself in trouble. Scum, though, cleaning things up, finds 1, finds TJ, dies as Lucky finds not 1, not 2, but 3. And we are going to see the Spanish in control of you.
Spanish breaks are great. They had the same sort of success on Gridlock in the first hardpoint when they managed to find the opening kills and time. Can they hold on to it, though? It's a little bit more methodical now as we see it working out on Frequency. Seeing Metals now push them straight on through. Spawns are flipped. 4 members of Optic now charging the hardpoint straight on in. Metals gets the first Vortex journey, finds the second. Lucky gets another one, and that's great work from Heretics, I must admit.
That's great. It's just the way Lucky kind of walked around that railing there, as we're worried he was going to slip off, but that's why he's a professional player, and I'm not. 30 seconds for Heretics. As the rotation does settle down, number 2, keep your eyes on that minimap. Is Karma trying to lock things down. You've got Scum already in and amongst Orange, so yes, the first 45 seconds have gone Heretics' way, but you're probably looking at Optic Gaming to try and hold this, but let's see how the kill feed battles back. Karma finds 1, and Optic Gaming will be on point.
Nice shots from Journey again to net himself those streaks. 3-0. Finds himself plenty of assists early on. The lightning strike's going to come through, hit the back spawns of Optic. So far, only finds TJ. There are still 2 members back there. The spawns are still good for Optic. Scumpy now clearing out the hard point. Top work from him. Now he's going to contest these players. Oh! That new Sorg looking fine in his hands. Quick reload, gets himself back into this one. Karma once again trying to deal his damage onto these players making their way through mid. But again, he's just pushing them into the guns of the rest of the team. Powerful hold from Optic so far. Can they get back into this one? Won't be able to take the lead, but a good chunk of time here on the second hardpoint will go their way.
Yeah, it was a huge play. I don't know if you know, Scum and Dashi were kind of the ones in the hardpoint. When the lightning strike did get put down, a couple of players from Optic, I believe it was Crim and 1 more, had to kind of stay back. And, you know, it was down to like a 2v5, but those 2 players really did come up trumps, and Optic Gaming with the last 7 seconds will pretty much tie up the game here. Big concussion will find its way to the Tempest player. That is, of course, Lucky. That's going to be an easy kill for Scum, because now he starts to make his way forward. Quick stim shot, he's back up and running. Contest will go down. A trophy from his teammate will mean he's safe from all those projectiles, and now he's just bobbing and weaving, throwing some shoulders. Methods, though, is going to find 1. I tell you what, these Sorgs, they fire different, I'm telling you.
It's a little different these days, huh? Lucky now trying to push out Crim from you. It's not quite done yet. Lucky does manage to find the kills, so that's going to be that side of the map safe. Now mid-map play for Optic Gaming. Lucky holding down that flank. Perfect angle to take care of those players as they make their way across mid. He's still going up there. Lucky's safe for the time being. Once they get through Lucky, they got to deal with Journey. This is a supreme hold from Heretics. Great stuff from them. On the rotation, though, that's where their weakness is going to lie. They can't run and gun quite the same way as they had done. 10 seconds left. Optic going to get a little bit of scrap time, and they're going to have the next set of spawns and the next rotation, so this is great for Optic.
79 to 42. Let's not forget how map 1 went. Heretics, they were in charge for a long time. Optic Gaming, of course, kind of turned things around, but Optic Gaming, they're being pressured here and certainly challenged. Vortex there, uses that TAC 5 boost. Trophy already down. Cluster nullified. 45 seconds. We see the ICR coming out from Methods now. Trying to find the second. Crim's already gone down. Just 1 bullet in the chamber is not going to be enough. There's a quick reload into the bottom of that gun. Finds himself a second. Karma finds himself a double, and now again, interestingly enough, this is one of those situations where both teams will just keep butting heads. You know, yes, you want that top mid control, but it's such a kind of mess almost down low. You've got to keep fighting. You've got to jump on that hard point as much as possible, and this is where the Sorgs are really going to prevail. But don't underestimate the likes of the Maddox up close in the right hand, such as Karma.
Lucky's still going, man. He's been on 9 HP for like an hour. He's still going.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
That's his 3rd kill in a row. Methods now trying to get into this one. Great stun. He's going to clean these players up. TJ in from behind. Lovely shots. He managed to get 1 little bit of damage in. Optic comes through, but Metals finds 2, and the slam's going to get him the 3rd. Big work. Lucky now. Tempest in hand.
Oh,
that's going to be a 3-chain.
Oh, no.
That's going to be streaks. Oh, baby.
It's crazy when you connect with 1 and the 1 becomes 2 and the 2 becomes 3. easy, it seems, for Heretics right now. They've got a full set of streaks. Lucky's on 6. The lightning that is coming out of this weapon is not connecting, but doesn't need to. Vortex finds himself a 3-piece as well. New kid on the block, 10 and 9 on a 4-kill streak. Journey's on a 2. Meadows on a 3. Lucky's on a 6. 4 of the 5 players there on pretty nice kill streaks, and Heretics lead by 100 points.
It's a big lead. Powerful charge from Optic, though, as they slide their way right on through. It's going to be streaks for Lucky. Streaks for Metals as well, man. That's a ton of ordnance to be able to throw their way. Methods locking down the back. Finds one. There's another here. Scump gets it. But in from behind, Lucky, once again, he's been an absolute juggernaut so far on this map. 16 and 9 for Lucky. 16 and 7 for Journey as well. Oh, that was close. Karma just getting stunned before he can close out the kill, and that's unfortunate. We are going to be seeing the back now controlled by Heretics. 152 and climbing. The play now developing straight in on the hard point. Vortex leading the charge. Lucky finding one. Optic is starting to get pushed back. It's on the Karma. It's on the Karma. He could have possibly found the slam, but now it's done. And that is it. Heretics with the flip. Heretics with the control. And the final 30 seconds go their way. This is unbelievable stuff from the Spanish.
Yeah, this is crazy to see, and I tell you what, this is not what I expected. By all means, I was excited for the fast-paced, aggressive play style of both teams, but the Heretics, they've got a lot to play with still. A lightning strike for Metals. Methods has just got himself a purifier. Lucky, though, he's got himself 2 streaks, and the crazy thing is, Miles, across the board, Heretics are severely outslaying Optic Gaming at this moment.
Whew. Deep breath as we go into our next hard point.
Huge rotation for Optic, I will say. Look at the mini-map.
TJ's got it on lock. It's all sorted. Dashy, those 120 away from streaks. That Tech 5 is going to help keep him alive for the time being. Scump's got it locked. TJ's there as well. You can see those spawns start coming through now. The Dashy show. Tempest is up. He needs to find at least one with this. Can't find the player on the slide. That'd have been ridiculous. He can't get it done. Lucky's going to close him out. 120 away from streaks. The Tempest finds nothing, but TJ gets 3 with his War Machine. That's ridiculous. 310 now away from streaks. We are going to see Heretics just have to rethink that play back on up.
Yeah, and I do think that's a little bit of overexcitement from Heretics. Not one of those players had Flak Jacket on. They're so in the zone. They're so in their own kind of victory right now. No classes were changed, and that could actually come back to bite them here. Another connection from TJ. Again, no Flak Jacket change here. And they're kind of sticking with what's working. No, don't do it, TJ, you dirty.
Vortex had an ICR.
100 points are now down to just 35 miles, and the Lightning Strike and Hellstorms are all looking pretty in the hands of Heretics, but TJ's bagged himself a couple as well.
All right, let's just slow it down. TJ's on a bit of a run. Here comes the Hellstorm. Preliminary rockets go out, finds one. He's going to be able to catch this player on pipes. There's the second, but Lucky's got a Hellstorm of his own. He gets 2. What a shot. Lucky finding a 3rd. What a series this man has had. 22 and 15. Powerful work from him. The contest is there. Methods, with a little bit of help from his friends, gets by. And Karma's just been flattened. Oh boy, Heretics are still holding.
Yeah, they certainly are. Overexcitement may have got to them a little bit before, but I tell you what, they have not stopped the pace of their playstyle. The foot is firmly through the ground. Pedal to the metal, but TJ finds more with the streaks. Karma just breaks on in. That could be a 5-man wipe here with 15 seconds left. The scrap time looking to go to Optic. However, over by you, Dashy on his lonesome. Tac 5 boost has been popped for Heretics now, so it's going to be difficult for Dashy to even pick anything up. Karma, the slam is ready. The time is now.
Here we go. Dashy dealt so much damage to all those players, he got rid of their Tac 5 Karma. In he goes. The slam around the corner. He finds one. Purifier's up now for Methods. It's a specialist fiesta here on the point. 50 seconds to go. The contest is there. No one's got a drip of it, but now Heretics, now they get control. They stop the slam. They pop the Purifier. Optic with another charge. Optic with a contest. Metals with the lightning strike in from behind. And what are we witnessing, Phil? This is the moments of a bloody Game 5 around the corner.
It certainly has that written all over it. Metals is close to another slam. Lucky so close to a Tempest as well as Vortex. Crim's just got the Purifier as well, so yes, it was a specialist fiesta like you said before, but I still believe there's more in it. Talk about streaks galore as well. A lightning strike, I believe, has just been put in the hands of Lucky. 27 to 18. Again, across the board, you see big numbers coming from Heretics. Journey put positive 9. as Lucky now finds himself in a very fortunate position. Heretics, Miles, have the spawns. This is very, very dangerous now for Optic Gaming to break through.
Got to try and make something work, and that's going to be big from Scum. Can he find another one now on a Vortex? What, the slip and the slide is on. He's still good, baby. He does manage to go down, but TJ's now here to reinforce. 27 and 21. Make it 28 as TJ's good. But look out, look out. Lucky's now in the mix with the Tempest, and his Tempest has been ridiculous. It's the wombo combo. Vortex and Lucky now the specialists are out. 40 seconds left on the hardpoint. Heretics can win it here. But boy, this is going to go down to the wire.
I feel like this hardpoint's gone on forever. The amount of contention that's gone down, the amount that no one's even been on the point, but so many specialists, so many streaks. Lucky's taking down his own team at the moment. But the combo of the Lightning, the Tempest, as well as the War Machine, has really elevated Heretics' gameplay, and medals. Destroying two with a Sorg. Vortex getting into the action as well with 15 seconds left. I think Optic Gaming need to contest for at least 1 second here.
Here we go. Metals.
Maybe not.
Cut these players out. There's no one there. That's going to be it. There's no one in position to make this happen. They're just fighting now for stats, friends. We're going... Wait! There it is. Perfect timing.
One more hard point.
One more hard point. We're going to get to see it go one more.
Purifier let it burn.
He could let it rip. He's got to make something special happen. Will there be a flak jacket out and about now for these members of Heretics? They were not dressed or ready for the occasion when it came to TJ. But Krim, he's starting to heat things up, starting to raise the temperature, and here we go. Optic has been a great hold. Vortex going to get the kill. There it is. They slip in. Game 5 is a bound, friends.
I tell you what, I didn't see that coming. Vortex just jumped through the window, took down one, and was like, oh, here's a point. Thank you. Everyone so concerned. Optic Gaming pushed, pressured, pinched, and my goodness, that was a tough game to watch. How many streaks, how many specialists. I am having a blast casting over this one, and for all of your Optic fans, I'm sorry. We're going to a Game 5.
We're going to a Game 5. I'd love to know how many streaks we saw in that last match. God, we've had drama, we've had pitfalls and highs and lows and all sorts. And now, a Game 5, friends, right after the break, the exciting conclusion of this series. Game 5, not what the green wall wants, but hey, the green wall doesn't get to decide. Here we go. Game 5 between Optic and Heretics. Boy, what a series this has been, mate. Masters Momo here. No surprises, Optic in Game 5. It's been all sorts of exciting. We've gone from drama to karma to everything in between. Gridlock. 250 to 235, brilliant. 6-3, brilliant. The 3-0, every round a banger. And that frequency hardpoint, I think we saw more streaks in that hardpoint than we saw in every match so far today.
It's like a Skyline versus an RX-7. It's fast and furious here. Hacienda S&D is where we're going to finish this. And as we remember, Heretics, they were great at this map. However, I think the last time I saw them, E6 gave them the backhand on it. Optic Gaming, though, I think they banned us from casting these guys for like a month. I don't know who messed up the schedule. You let us on. I'm sorry.
Trying to think now, who is it? It's like the CWL Illuminati who stops us from doing this.
Part of me really wants just Optic to win, so people will not blast us on Twitter.
I went and visited a gypsy lady who tried to remove the curse. I hired a witcher. I've tried everything, but you know what? We'll see if it works. As we now go into our first round of many. Lucky versus Crim 6 for the Battle of the Seas. Oh, TJ's got involved now, and he's trying to make his way forward. Karma's also quite far forward. Not enough. Oh dear, that's bad timing. Journey's going to skin him. 4v4.
4v3.
Ouch.
Lucky's still looking for Crim. Crim still looking for Lucky. His back is forward. And Journey's going to find himself a second. Jumping around the corner. Scump, though, denies and gives Optic a second chance here at a 2v2. Scump, I will say, has had a fantastic series so far. Can he be the difference maker? 2 kills so far in the round with 18 seconds. The bomb is down. The positioning is good. And Dashy slips and slides away. He knows the clock is on his favor.
But wait. He's going for the defuse. Is he going to bait it? Shots are there. Going to give the round up. Dashy can make it happen if he really wants to, but there we have it. Points will be his. The bomb will not detonate. Good round from Optic. Cold-blooded, I think, on 4 players to start that round off with. Everyone down low. All the players who it were, Crim definitely had it. I think Lucky had it as well. Ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Scump's second kill on this was fantastic, by the way. Finds the first, slides around, and a little hop from Metals. It's hard to lock back onto that player, but a few finger warm-ups there from Scump, just clicking them back in. It's maybe a robotic arm. You ever thought about that?
That'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd kind of like if you just plug it straight into the controller. You don't even have to move. Anyway, we'll get to that. Cybernetic enhancements.
That's Crimbot, of course.
Eee.
Minute and 20 on the clock as we see every single player rushing towards A. This is going to be a bloodbath, my goodness. TJ should find himself one. Scump finds another, but Metals and Vortex answer back. Dashy through connector, and oh my goodness, what has just happened? It's all up to Lucky.
I mean, if you looked at the kill feed, hey, it doesn't matter. Optic. The Battle at the Seas raged on in the first round. The Battle at Fences was over in a heartbeat as they banged that one out. That was a great round from Optic. Sometimes you just throw as many pieces as you can into the mix and see what sticks, and Dashy. Not a sticky situation for that man as he managed to pick up the nice kill at the end. But again, the rotate through mid really paid off.
Yeah. And again, just kind of having that little bit more map control. Sometimes your 3 players who drift wide may get pressured, but it's back to A for Heretics on the defense. They're not going to find anybody, though. 3 through garage, 2 through middle. TJ and Dashy with that mid-map control. A dangerous combo. Snipe's already out here, so you realize how dangerous that can be. Is that bomb going down? You can see that, of course, in the very top middle, that green circle going round. And a bomb has been planted. 45 seconds for the retake.
Lucky came very, very close to just seeing... No way. Imagine. Imagine all the times this hasn't worked. In from behind, TJ, while we were waxing lyrical about what could and couldn't have been, but what was TJ finding a nice flank. 4-3, RK7 for Dashy. Not as mighty as his ICR. Brilliant shots from Scum. Another round to Optic, and again, interesting scenes. We always have pegged this as one of the stronger maps and game modes for the boys of Heretics. We used to call it home field advantage because it's set in Spain, but right now, 3-0.
I really think that was just you, Mouth.
No, it bloody wasn't. Look at the stats from like 4 weeks ago.
Scump here welcomes Methods to the office and says, nada, we will not have that.
Great shots from Dashi, by the way. We saw him pick up the first in top corridor. He actually finds a second as well. A very dominant search and destroy here so far from Optic, as it's emphasized so far, because we know how quickly these S&Ds can turn around. Optic not dedicating anybody to A, interestingly enough, so we'll see whether that pays dividends a little later on, as we see Dashi maybe wrap back round with his FMJ ICR, trying to scope out the competition.
And again, Dashi's at 6-0 so far, so in these 4 rounds, he's really made light work of Heretics. I think he's just sort of letting that play happen, sitting back at A, playing very, very patiently, and Nade will get it done. TJ making his way forward, it's a cluster in his hand as well. Good timing on Metals. Metals, though, made him work for it. 4v3 now, Optic at the disadvantage. Dashi's still good. You heard the calls. You can hear the frantic calls in Spanish come from behind us. That's a great kill now. It's a 4v2.
It's a must-win round for Heretics here. Heretics going for the bomb plant. Crim in an awkward position. The location has been revealed, and now putting shots through that very penetrable wall. Isn't going to find anything. Dashi now coming from behind, and Dashi's actually 100 away from a lightning strike, so this is a crucial kill. Goes down, so no streaks for Optic Gaming, and most definitely not around for Optic Gaming unless Crim can work some crazy magic here. But with 23 seconds left, you're probably going to see him edge towards the other side of the map and probably take his own life, I was going to say, but Vortex is going to give him the sorg.
All things considered, those shots from Crim were unbelievable.
Great shots,
FMJ and everything, but I'm glad we get to see it from Vortex. Like, watch him get shot. Here, on the outside, quick slip.
69 HP and just
Man,
down to
he's on 1! Just onto 1. I mean, Crim's... I think I could hear him back there saying something funny about that one. I'm sure I should have killed him. He landed at least 5-6 shots. Again, bullet penetration changes the damage output, but incredible shots there. Just brilliant stuff as we go into round 5. Sadly, Dashi does find that first death. Good nade up over the top from Lucky. Will it be more than just Lucky?
I think even more so because it's Hacienda as well. That lightning strike would have been incredible. I mean, both bomb sites so open. Does it matter, though? That's the question. Trophy system hidden behind the little boxes.
Box of grapes.
TJ's gonna find it. Bomb gonna go down.
Scump's good though. Safe. Possibly flak jacket. TJ brilliant too. He's gonna find. Now it's a 5-on-2. See you later, Heretics. We'll see you in round 6. Oh, Vortex just managed to get away with it, but he's gonna get straight into Scump. Methods finds 2 though, making this slightly more interesting. Scump! He's getting that play straight past him. He ran around the corner. Vortex has just slipped somehow behind, and Karma. Vortex jumped.
Yeah.
Top office.
I know.
Top plat. Behind Scumpy. Ran for it. Hit connector.
They basically high-fived as he jumped on up, but Scump and Vortex did not see each other. Much to Optic Gaming's delight, of course, which means Scump picks up an easy kill, and of course for the player down low, he'll be like, hang on a second, I'm sure Vortex was watching over me, but bit of a, I wouldn't even say miscommunication, it was just timing. And not necessarily good or bad, it was just the way the cookie crumbles here as Heretics now fighting for survival, fighting for what is a very, very tough series. You've gone game 5, you've got a brand new roster in, of course, Vortex. Certainly not over yet, but okay.
Good shots from Lucky. It's evident that Heretics are a solid search and destroy team, but they definitely have a glaring weakness right now on Hacienda. But hey, let's see how we go. Nuttle's upstairs. Down low you can see Scumpy just beneath him. Meanwhile, in the back, there's going to be a fight between TJ, which Lucky's going to win again, and up front towards the bomb site. Scumpy now just trying to test those walls, watching the players make their way forward. No one's going to be hitting the arm. They're going to be abandoning the B site and making their way over towards B, but it's not a free site. Karma's there. Oh, sorry, Crim's there, excuse me.
Yeah, and Crim's got the ICR as well, so if he posts up, maybe finds one, which he will do, he's going to find himself 3, and 3 is too many for him to handle. 5v2. Hey. It's going to be a nice, clean round for Heretics as Karma quickly backs on up. He's only 300 away from streak, so again, like, this is an awkward position because he doesn't want to, you know, give his life up here. I think he's, I was going to say looking to still stay alive, and he is. He's not looking to take his life, and Heretics know this. They're on the hunt. Oh, and that's sometimes the worst thing in the world to shoot him down, but with 5 HP, Karma no streaks.
Even if he gets 2 kills out of that, it's not enough.
It's still not enough. I mean, sometimes you think, is it better just to not shoot?
I mean,
easier said than done, right?
Look, the whole thing there is that, yeah, maybe he stops somebody on the other team getting streaks. I mean, it's so hard to do. They are all over him, man. They just rushed him. And they had a perfect idea of where he was going to be as well. Heads up play there from Heretics just to close that out and not let it happen. But still, they are in struggle street right now, friends, here in this Game 5. Optic have given them some heavy shots to the body early on. Now it's 4-2. The lights are certainly starting to dim for Heretics. The ears are ringing. Now we go straight in towards A. Optic have committed heavily to this. They've started to push past that 50-yard line. They've started to overextend past the bomb. No kills just yet. Trophies are up there on the defense there for Heretics. Watch for that flank now. 3 members hitting connector. Metals, he's going to be first in. He's down. Karma finds 2. TJ's got 1. Lucky, though, he's going to try to answer back. It's a 4-on-2. Round 7. It's all going down here. It comes down to Lucky in 7 kills so far. Can't find the 8th. And Optic will put themselves at match point.
1 round away from the curse being broken here. Optic Gaming are looking very, very strong at Hacienda. Search and Destroy, of course, we knew how the first search went, but I will say that the control that they've shown, especially in those first 3 rounds, it almost seemed effortless. And we have seen some strong rounds coming from Heretics. However, they've got to now get 4 back-to-back to take the series. Heretics have fought so strong through all 4 maps, and even the 5th here. But green wall right now, stand tall. And I think Heretics were quite lucky the fact that Dashi didn't get streaks.
Yeah, this could have been over a while ago. So they're playing towards A nonetheless. They know that the skies are clear. They know that there's no worries there. Bomb's going to be going down, but wait for it, Dashi. He might be able to get there fast. No frag grenade to work with, so without that utility, doesn't matter though. Karma, he knows this map like the back of his hand. Powerful shots, that ICR gets it done. Dashi moving his way forward. Crim's going to find another. It's a 5-on-3. Almost. Hey, there it is. It's a 4-on-2 right now. Scumpy's going to try to cut this one open. 3-on-1. It comes to Vortex. Vortex, welcome to the Pro League, my friend. It ain't all glitz and glam. Sometimes it's a 3-on-1 against Optic Gaming for the entire series. And that's it. Optic will close out in map 5. The curse is lifted! They're dead! I'm only joking. Well done, Optic. They managed to get it done. The curse may be lifted, though, for these casters, but brilliant stuff nonetheless.
Take a deep breath. Miami could have been a struggle for me and you if that went the other way. I tell you what, I would have been feeling
Look, all I know is Heretics don't look bad at all.
No,
they don't look bad whatsoever. This edition of Vortex has been good. Optic, obviously, the control was great. It was super close, though. I don't know whether I'm thinking, like, when I think of Optic, I'm like, do I want them to be really close in the control matches? Do I want these to be 3-0 victories regardless? Or do we want to be seeing them, like, smash teams out, blow teams out, like where we have seen, like, E United doing control matches, like the Wreck? But I don't know. Look, Optic not looking bad in the slightest. Maybe a little rusty here and there around the edges, but they can sit very, very comfortably knowing that I think currently at this point in time, they're top of Division B. They will be going into the playoffs very, very, very happy. Heretics, though?
Yeah,
It ain't over yet.
It's not over yet. I will say for Heretics, both Hardpoints and Search and Destroys kind of got split. You know, they were very, very good at the Hardpoints. The control, I feel, kind of got wiped out, and Optic kind of took that. Yes, they were close round. However, it was an interesting game nonetheless. Game 5.
Game 5, all fun here in the Pro League. Still, now Jess is on stage for our PlayStation Insurrection with a king. It's Scumpy.
Thank you, Miles. So after that second hard point, we saw the camera pan over your face. We saw some of you guys' reactions. What were the vibes on the team like during that time?
After the second hard point, I don't know. Like, we got outplayed. We have a lot of issues with our bottom hill, which is the last hill on that map, and honestly, I don't think we got a single second on it. So that's something we've been working on, and we're still working on it, so we're just going to keep going for that. We weren't really too displeased. We were actually kind of happy that we got a Hasi S&D rep in, because we're trying to work on that map as well. So wasn't really anything too bad, just whatever, just on to the next one.
You mentioned going back to working on the fundamentals, things like spawn blocking, and of course that hard point. Is there enough time between, now and Miami to fix all of these issues?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think it's really us like not knowing what we're doing. It's just like getting in the habit of doing it. I think you can fix it in a matter of a couple of days if everyone's like really working on it. It's just getting everyone on the same page. So we have plenty of time. These reps are going to help. We're going to get a lot of land scrims in as well. So most definitely we can fix it before Miami.
And what are you predicting for these next 3 days of Cross Division?
Hopefully 3-0. We have E United after the 4th, so that might be a little bit rough for us. But I'm hoping we can go 3-0 for our next couple matches.
All right.
Like that one? That was a good one, right?
All right, well, thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. Over to Katie at the desk. I mean, you knew he's probably not wrong. Of course, 4th of July coming up here in just a couple days. Sure to be a good time for everyone. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, joined by Nameless, Study, and Pac-Man on the desk as Optic did pull out that win, Game 5 over Heretics. But Pac, really a great series between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, in both hardpoints, in my opinion, in the first hardpoint, they put themselves in position to win. I think on the last second hill, someone popped vision a little bit too early. Like Methods popped vision early when they were pushing up the B street. You should have just saved that. Most of the time, after they popped vision, Optic didn't even move. They're like, we're in a setup. You know where I am. I'm in the truck on the heady. Come shoot me. They didn't even move. Yeah, it's an impossible gunfight. They didn't even react to the vision. So if they saved his vision for the last hill and they could actually counter Optic's vision, it could have gone a different way. But instead, they used it. Optic still held. They took that vision in the last hill and they held. Other than that, I mean, their hardpoint was really pretty strong. They're super aggressive. The addition of Vortex seems to be helpful to this team.
Another thing about that first map was, like, even before that, Optic had a perfect setup on the second hill. Like, they should have tried to prioritize that street earlier on. Like, once TJ got that two-piece in the back and Scump was pushed all the way up to Broken, there was absolutely zero chance Heretics was going to be able to break that second hill. They used that vision in a terrible spot, like you said. Krim uses his, and they can't counter it. So I thought they played a very good hardpoint. I thought they looked great in the entire series. Just like one mistake on that map, one cost them.
How do you think Vortex did against Optic? First series up here, Pro League, first showing.
I think he was fine. Obviously, the control wasn't too great. I mean, I think he had a pretty average series overall, but what I want to highlight is how well Lucky and Metals were playing. Lucky is incredible. Like, the stuff that he was doing in that series was crazy, especially on that, pretty much on every map. But on that frequency hardpoint, he was bailing them out of every single situation that could have went wrong for them. This search and destroy as well, the teamwork that Heretics utilized in this map was so impressive. On this round in particular, they held that kitchen down and they just tried to wait for Optic to get aggressive. And Lucky with that sniper was just waiting for Krim to give him one little sliver of a peek. As soon as Krim peeked, they picked up a kill and they were just swarmed the street, and it was just well played from start to finish.
Now look at what happened to Karma here.
That's just unfair.
He was dead regardless right there.
I mean, is that just like it happens sometimes, or it's like...
Yeah.
It's like if he hops up on a certain side, he might get bad timing and die. So he wanted to waste all that time so they can take their focus off of Karma, but unfortunately he didn't have enough time to jump back in the map. But he made a really good play if he would have survived.
You know, yeah. Gotten back out of the map would have been helpful. We want to also take a look at Dashy and Lucky. Some good sniping games.
Dashy got completely outplayed this map.
Yeah, he did.
Even though insane sniper.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't. I think Dashy hits the best shots we've ever seen as a sniper. Like,
for sure.
Or at least in the top like 2 or 3. But Lucky's positioning and his anticipation with the sniper is just next level.
One thing that Lucky does better than almost all the snipers that we watch is he does it with his team. It's like when they're pushing the A street, like he's literally there, like, I have your back steps, and he doesn't take his eyes off those back steps, and he's covering each side. You could tell he's translating that because they won't even look to like that side of the map at all. They'll just zone in and push right in front of him to the left. Like, that's very impressive, and he picks up those kills more often than not as well. So big shout out to Lucky there, just putting on a show.
Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just gonna say that's how I used to feel when I used to snipe over
Yeah,
you.
it was great.
It was
great. Like, great snipers do that.
Yeah.
Something that we didn't mention so far is that so on the frequency hardpoint, Heretics actually used 3 SOGs, 1 Maddox, and 1 ICR the whole time, and I think they're the first team to do that. And I mean, the patch did just come through, but the aggression that they put forth on that map, I believe they outslayed Optic by like 28 kills with 3 SOGs. And usually it's the Maddox guys that are doing like the heavy lifting with the slang, but now we're seeing after the patch that maybe SOGs are going to become even more viable on these small maps. They use 3 and 1.
Only thing I would take away from the series on the side of Heretics is your score streak usage. When you get those score streaks, I felt like they went on that first hill, they went up to a 45-0 lead. Going to the second hill, the score is 50-39. Like, your streak usage is not really all there, but obviously that comes with more repetitions as a team and stuff like that. So hopefully they're just able to pick those things up because they look really good in respawn.
I mean, they had so many streaks on that frequency. There was just a few times where there was some blunders. Like, I think like using streaks probably preventively from not allowing people to get to the hills a little bit better, or maybe on pipes, but using it in the back of either one of those hills doesn't seem to work out that well for any team in this game. And we saw them do that, and then later in the map when they picked up streaks again, they started to actually use them in the correct way. So it was just maybe an early blunder, but either way, Lucky was going off, and there was no way they were losing that map.
One more series to go. You can see it on the schedule right now. That is going to be Envy versus Gen.G. Gen.G, of course, coming in second place there at CWL Anaheim. Envy not coming in second place. If you're just tuning in now, Midnight, United, and Optic Gaming have all come out on top to kick off this week of Cross Division. Again, when we come back in just a couple minutes, we're going to be talking about Envy and Gen.G. Envy and Gen.G, one more series to close out the day. Gen.G, of course, coming in second at CWL Anaheim, and Envy struggling, probably the worst showing that they've had this year, so we'll see if they can maybe snap that streak. The first game back. To that note, Study, what do you think about this matchup this series?
Oh, well, I went back and I was looking at some stats if I could try to find something. I went to Anaheim specifically, and unfortunately, Envy just didn't show up to that tournament. So I don't really have any information on them from that series, but I don't really know going into this
That's
how they're
tough.
going to be able to do it. They
Yeah,
haven't won a map.
The flights got canceled.
It is
Nothing really happened good for them.
a 13-game S&D losing streak.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But on the side of Gen.G, the good thing is Spacely's the only player undefeated in the Search Destroy in Pro League.
Wow, that's irrelevant.
Wait, there's some bad blood in this matchup. When they picked up Spacely for Nagafin, the first tweet reaction of Pro Player was Aches. And Aches was like, so you mean to tell me you lose to 100 Thieves 3 times and you think what's going to push you over the edge is replacing Nagafin with Spacely? So Mike's been tweeting out like, I'm coming for you tomorrow, Pat. Like, I'm ready for this match.
Okay, now let's focus on Envy a little bit because they have been having struggles. Of course, they brought Assault back. Hook's, of course, on loan to Splice, and they also brought in Gunless. So, of course, Gunless, we said it before, one of the glitches of the game. But will this combo, Assault coming back, Gunless being here, will that be enough, Nameless, you think, or a study to push them into a win, or a map win, or something?
I thought their old roster off the get-go was one of the slowest rosters ever formed. Now, this one might be slower than that.
Definitely slower.
Definitely. This is team
really know.
This is Team Metal Boots right here.
I'm pretty sure Silly's going to be running the main SOG with
SOG.
Grapple, Decimate being second.
Here's the issue. The patches came through that buff SOGs, and we just saw Heretics run 3 SOGs against Optic Gaming. This team has Silly now, who never used a SOG in this game, maybe at the very beginning, but he had to switch to a Maddox.
Good Maddox.
Yeah, he's a good Maddox, and now he's running the main SOG, and Decimate's following him up, but they don't even have another viable option. They cannot even enter into that 3 SOG meta if it's a thing. It's just... There's a lot of question marks with the roster, but maybe they can get it together. They can't be any worse. So.
Should be pretty solid on AR maps. Like, we got this new meta where it's just all Maddoxes on Arsenal. Like, they should be solid at that map. I'd assume they'd be good at Gridlock, Hacienda. Like, this is a team, theoretically, that is AR-oriented, and they have a Super Slayer in Gunless who can take over games. So there's some hope if you're an Envy fan. I mean, obviously, that last roster was clearly not working, so they had to make some sort of change. So there is some hope if you're an Envy fan for them to be pretty solid at the AR maps in a game that is AR dependent.
And again, I mean, they can only, we've said it about a couple teams in the past, you can only go up from here.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't really do worse than you're doing, so maybe that gives them kind of a fresh start.
If they lose this first Search and Destroy, they have to win the Search and Destroy, right? They have to break that curse, or else it's gonna be like, are we serious?
Yeah, all right. But they will have to win it, of course, against Gen.G, and we've said it a couple times now, coming in second place. And now they have Spacely with them, of course, coming in for Nagafen. And we haven't talked about it really on the desk yet, Pac. What do you think about that change?
I mean, I think the change is okay. It's just the only thing I don't like about the change really is that they didn't give Nagafen a chance to get to a Pro League team. But that's on Gen.G, maybe not the players, but. According to them, they think that they're going to be better in respawn with Spacely as opposed to Nagafen, and they'll stay the same in S&D. So if that is the case, the move's going to be a positive. I just don't know if that's going to be the case, if that's going to be true, but that's probably why they did it. They think it's going to improve their team. They know better than we do about the inner workings of their roster, so it's probably a positive move for them.
It obviously wasn't the best breakup when Spacely left Gen.G before study. So now that he's back in, I mean, you think it's all water under the bridge?
Oh,
no bad blood?
Absolutely.
Definitely. As soon as once he lost his opportunity to be on this team, obviously it's some bad blood because he felt like it ended wrong because they went 6-1. Unfortunately, he ended up getting dropped.
Right.
Then he just gets second. But if I'm Spacely in this situation, I'm happy as hell coming back to this roster.
Of course.
It's plain and simple. You're coming back to a league team who just came off of a second place win. You know, obviously, if they're asking for you back, they have to have confidence in you.
Yeah.
They want to get better in their respawn games, and that's one thing that I think they will do. It's just because I feel like Spacey is just going to be more overall consistent than Nagafen was in the respawns. But overall, this is a team that he started with in the beginning of the year. These are players that he learned the game from the get-go. The only player different is Envoy. But I just feel like Envoy's been a great fit, and bringing Spacely back is only going to be able to take them to that upper tier.
Nameless, is Spacely going to be enough, you think, for this team to be able to take down 100T?
No.
Oh, we don't have that answer.
I don't think so. But I do think that he does bring a level of discipline to this roster that will allow players like Envoy to just consistently go off. The upside to having a player like Nagafen, though, is he has these times where he just goes off and takes over maps, but some other times he'll just get destroyed. So, like, if Spacely can remain just static, consistent for this team, then yes, it can definitely improve them. But he can't be, like, playing like not good. Like if he's inconsistent, it's going to be a really big problem for this roster. But I think it's what they're hoping is that Spacey comes in, just provides consistency and discipline to this roster, so players like Havoc, players like Envoy, Major Maniac can go out there and do their thing each map.
Well, we will see, and we're going to get into things, our last series of the day, very, very soon. But we do need to take a quick little break before then. We will be right back.
Welcome back, friends. It is time now for our final series of the night. Mars and Momo will be bringing you this one. It is going to be the new Gen.G featuring Spacely going up against the new Envy featuring the mighty Gunless. Hey, what a series this could be. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think the desk touched on, obviously, the Twitter drama, obviously, between a couple of the players. But all jokes aside and everything, it comes down to now. It comes down to that map one, like, who comes out hot. And you've got to look at the likes of Gunless. Like, he is in the same category, if you like, as your Dashies, your Hukes, your Sims, or whatever you want to put it. Like, Gunless has been at the top for so long, and I'm sure it's no insult to say that Spacely is not in that category, but Spacely brings something different to the team, and I think that's what Gen.G have realized. And to bring someone from, you know, the bench back onto the starting lineup, there's a reason for that, and I don't think it's going to be, you know, understood by every fan, every caster, every analyst, but we kind of have to let the gameplay do the talking. Now, Gen.G we know about, but I feel like with Envy, it's been such a big roster mania, you know, a big roster change. I'm very excited to kind of see how this plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't almost make sense when you look at it, but it's one of those things you look at this lineup and you're like, this doesn't make sense, but it could be absolutely amazing.
It's weird, isn't it? It's like just based on sheer name power alone, you're like, okay, Envy's going to be dope. But that yet remains to be seen. Still, again, the desk touching it perfectly. They, again, a very AR-heavy team right now in a game that may have just taken a heavy shift towards the SMG.
Salt's gone blonde too.
I know. I think Gunless is on the team, so either the stress of having to, you know, make big adjustments, and under that, Gunless is also blonde. So Patty P, if you can hear us, brother, you better dye that mop. Just take a ton of bleach.
It's working with Gunless. I don't blame Assault. You know,
it's all cities there as well, dude. And then Decimate on the enemy, and I know his mum won't like that, but he dyes his hair white. There you go. Join the rest of the crew. I'm sure. I mean, maybe we can talk to alumni about this afterwards. But like, is it part of the deal that everyone has to
get them blonde tips? That'd be interesting,
wouldn't it, dude? They rock them in Miami. Even
Bevels, you too, mate. You too.
Bevels, dye your hair.
It's blonde all around.
We're getting carried away here at the
we certainly are. Not really the topic we should be talking about, but I guess this is the first look at the new Envy, right?
Yeah, quite literally the first look at the new Envy, and we are extremely excited. Hairstyles aside, see how this squad goes. Stop laughing. Trying to keep it serious. Very excited to get into this matchup. And again, if that search and destroy, hold me back. If that doesn't go the way of Envy, oh Jesus, man, that's rough. We're almost ready to rock and roll, friends. I believe we were swapping a PlayStation at the time being, or I don't think any of these players, and Gunless didn't take 40 minutes to build his classes. We could have.
Vortex a break.
Oh, come on. Man. He played great.
He was fantastic.
He played
Game 5 versus Optic, actually saw them in the notorious bathroom. Was like, guys, you played that well. And they were like, yep, we know. Like, they seemed pretty happy, actually. Yeah. You know, in all things considered, after the loss. Envy, though, versus Gen.G here. Hacienda, Gridlock, Seaside, and Frequency. As we kick things off, though, we're going to be jumping right back into that fountain here. And we talked about it with Splice, how you replace a player like Nolson for Huke. Same situation for Envy, only reverse. You swap a player like Huke for Gunless, and obviously you bring in players like Assault. We have kicked Joey Nubsy off the stage. We've kicked Bevels off the stage. They've had their chance. They better have said all the things they need to, because these boys are about to get into it. We're about to see the Tiny Terror back in action. It's Major Maniac. And the tallest duo that run the sword.
Wait, we've just found out what's going on here. Sorry.
I was wondering why you're laughing.
So Assault made classes. It's his fault. Assault made classes in his warm-up lobby, and he was shooting bots in fire range, and he didn't realize that they cross over when we go into the Pro League mode.
Oh my goodness. Where's the
profession? This is good teamwork, though. Look,
he's helping out with sorting out his hair.
It's good teamwork from Envy already.
Oh, he's like, you got your headset on backwards, mate.
I'm happy. I'm happy with what I'm seeing out of Envy.
Not a great start for Envy.
Not a great start for the boys on Envy. But hey, here we go. Assault's ready to rock. The fist bumps are up for the 9th time here. We're ready to rock. Gen.G, Envy. Let's get into it, Joe.
You really need to stop.
I'm having so much fun. I love my job. It's great here. You're all wonderful.
First you done TP, now Courage.
That was Clint.
Believe me, I know. You live with a man. Not for much longer.
I'm going to miss that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The Pro League has been fantastic.
What happens when you wake up with Clint? What's the first thing he says?
Clint is the thing that wakes me up. Usually it's like, my Mark bullets went through his head. I swear to God, he's playing from Puerto Rico. It's something like that. Goddamn Puerto Rican team. All right, Clint. Good morning. Anyway, here we go. Into Hacienda. We hope you've enjoyed the Pro League as much as we have, friends.
It's been fun, man.
It's been all kinds of magical here.
Not over yet.
Yep, here we go. AR heavy team in Envy. What will they bring to the table now? Spacely, he's making the wrap there with Havoc. Assault's going to be down low, ICR in hand, Silly upstairs with his. And Morks is going to show that quite the mighty ICR of his own. He finds 2 to open this one off the rip. However, Envy, they will get the early points. Decimate has to find his way forward now and try to clean these players out of top open. But in all of this engagement, actually, we've not seen anyone aside from Envoy there, and it was brief, very short-lived, make a play for the point.
I mean, Assault's been chilling right now. He's bagged himself 23 points, and all things good. Gunless going to be rocking the Maddox. Everyone take note, of course, who's running what. Havoc, of course, he's running the Sorg, and Gen.G won't really have changed too much, of course, with basically added. You're going to see Decimate looks like he's going to be running Sorg Vision. Gunless back inside of the War Machine, and we'll see what he can do with that. Probably looking to drop it twice per map. Now in Gunless. However, rotations have been set in place, and we are going to see Envy at the back of the garage. Major Maniac waiting for the team. He's got a concussion to juggle with, and we'll see if he throws this one in. A nice slip and slide there for Decimate. He does find one before going down. Shot punch coming in for Major Maniac. But Envy have control of the Hardpoint, have control of the spawns.
Keep that lead going for Envy. Gunless doing things already, 4 and 2. 2 back-to-back for him in the kills department. And oh my, here comes the armada of Gen.G making their way forward. Decimate's like, I swear the whole team's in the water. They're all here. The shots are through. Assault's going to be there to find 2 out of that one, and Gunless. It's a surface-to-water missile from that Maddox as he cleans up another one. The players been stopped for now, and Gen.G, they have been scuttled. And now we see Envy with a great lead developing now after that second hard point. Rotation goes down. Those orange arrows of Gen.G now, they've dried off their boots on the respawn, and now they're out by fences. Can they hold the line as the point is about to flip?
We'll see a couple of teammates reunited, of course. Salt with Aches and Silly. Gunless now back with Silly, of course, previously united days, long time ago. It feels so long since we saw Gunless play. He's already backed himself 8 kills to his name. So far, so good, as he does get taken down by Spacely. Nicely traded out by Envy as they look to rotate round here. Contestion going down by the fences. Aches managing to slip in. He's going to find himself actually a kill and get out of there, which is great for Aches here. And that looks very promising for Envy. Nice setups here.
This is already much better than we've seen Envy play as of recent. Nice kills there from Gen.G. They're going to close this out. Hardpoint's going to go their way. Assault up next, right in the back of the head.
Give me your gun.
The King hit onto Envoy, and he's got more. Can he find anything? Assault, what is happening? 90 points away from streaks. He's going to get it! He does! With the back smack. And there's more. I mean, it could not have gone any better in that situation for Assault. The Hardpoint will flip for the time being, but it's not really going to be enough. Envy really made that tough for Gen.G. Straight over to Rock, into the hands of Gen.G. The break now from Envy is on.
Yeah, it made it difficult, but Gen.G suddenly locking down this Rock area here. Got a couple things to play with, of course, concussion being one of them. Assault's actually bagged himself a lightning strike, and talking to the thing, here it comes. I'm going to put it straight into the middle, push the players straight into Assault himself. He's baited them perfectly here. Marks, Havoc, and Major Maniac controlling mid-map here, controlling that top corridor. Envy, though, are going to break that 100-point mark. Gen.G, let's not forget how good that these guys have been at their respawn modes as well. So for Envy just to kind of come in and maybe steal away, and maybe steal's the wrong word there for a hard point, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, so far so good. Gen.G trying to make the comeback. 15 seconds left here on the first hard point. Of course, we just fall straight back down the stairs to Fountain for the next set of rotations. Envoy can't quite get himself going in this matchup. I mean, we've seen Envoy be absolutely terrifying thus far, but with the Maddox in hand at 8 and 11. Havoc for him, player on your screen, very uncharacteristically slow performance for him. 7 and 15, rough scenes for him. Envoy now trying to get this started. Get that War Machine going. The attack 5 comes through for Envy. An extra 50 HP, and that's going to help out Aches for the time being as he gets the kill. And again, wonderful work from Envy. They had a brilliant hold on the first hard point here in the first set, and so far they're doing it again. Envy with a convincing lead.
And with 35 seconds, they're rotating. This looks very, very good. I think Decimate has a huge role to play on MB, and I think he has a very hard role to play. Of course, he's changing his playstyle up a lot, especially with, you know, Vision Pulse as well. I'm not sure it's the hardest one to use, of course, but I think he now can focus on himself a little bit more. He's on a 5-kill streak, does go down. Talking of kill streaks, previously on Rock, Major Maniac dies on a 6-kill streak, which means no Lightning, no Hellstorm. However, he has got the Tempest, so Envy going into Garage now with a 60-point lead, maybe a little more with those scrap time going their way. Fighting for the back here. Havoc's going to be right there with it. Not for long, though, as Assault, what he's known for, that anchoring point of Envy.
You don't win a World Championship and get MVP at the tournament for nothing. Good to see Assault back in the Pro League. Big shots from Havoc. Perfect entry there from Water. The right time. Still Assault in the back. Trying to provide that covering fire. Trying to create a sort of a kill box there where if you try to help out your teammates, you're going to get shot in the back. Major Maniac's going to lock it down. Tempest in his hand at the ready. Here comes the slam for Havoc on the defense. It's possible as he lines this one up. Just waiting for the info from his teammates. You can hear Major Maniac now ringing out the calls. Just wait for it. They're coming. They're coming. If they overextend, if they commit, they're going to meet the slam of Havoc. It's slam central. 20 seconds now on this next hard point. He may go for it in small. There it is. There's the shots. He doesn't have to slam at all. This is big work already from Gen.G. There's only 10 seconds left on this hard point. And oh boy, they're starting to heat up.
Yeah, 60 points now, down to just 20 after the scrap time will go towards Gen.G. Now down by the fences, which was a complete mess last time with the Salt in tin. Envy are going to have that rotation to begin with. Lightning Strike has been acquired by Major Maniac. Second time works a charm, a little bit lucky. As he now lets it go. 3 players in tin, they're going to funnel. They're going to all feed into them, but the Tempest doesn't chain. Maddox going back and forth. Quick stim shot is going to find both players alive, but the kill feed all yellow. All yellow. What is this?
Oh my! Pretty sure there was a fight in Saving Private Ryan where 2 guys were throwing hats at each other. That's what that felt like. That really did. What an ugly engagement that was. Still, it's over. 30 seconds left on fences. Envy looking strong. Assault's Tempest goes out. Major Maniac 50 points away from streaks now. Can he try again? Big shots. There it is. Full streaks to be had now for Gen.G. 30 points separating these teams. This is a big bout of work, and that is it. Major Maniac once again keeping the run going. His 5th in a row. Adds to the pile of 17 he's already picked up so far in the match. 17, but also only 9 deaths. So Vision Pulse, he's actually going to give himself an even better odds of extending this. 6-kill streak now. Pre-fire to try and make it 7, but he's going to get War Machine by the mighty Gunless here. Whoa! Talked about him too much, but already making an impact here. Slam answers back, shuts down the War Machine. The Vision Pulse had already been popped here. My goodness, Morks 1 step ahead. Decimate not too far away from that Vision Pulse himself. Still with the lead. Envy. It's a narrow lead at that. Whew. Nice hard point to start us off for our final match of the night. Envoy on the flank. A clean 2. Puts 3 members of Envy down. Now, hard point flips. 20 seconds left. Gen.G, this is it. Envy have just let the reins go for a second and the horses are bolted. That's it. The lead changes. Gen.G are looking great, but they do have to contend now with that incredibly strong first hard point of Envy. Havoc is about to get himself streaks as well. Oh, will he? Is he gonna get it? 10 points? All he needs, he could just cough on someone again.
He could have jumped on the hard point right there to get it.
He's going for it.
He realizes, finds himself that. He slides on out as well. War Machine has been acquired. Quick shot punch from Silly, but in fact, no, that was Envoy. Silly actually answers back with the double. No one on the hard point, interestingly enough, at the moment. Just trying to lock down top mid, which isn't a bad thing, of course. With a scoreline being so close, Envy again will control the middle fountain here, but for the first time, Envy are actually fighting from behind.
Exciting stuff. Now we see Gen.G in the lead. It'd be lovely to hear the comms of that new team. Let's go for a quick Astro Gaming listen in with Gen.G.
One more deep.
Too close.
Helping close.
2 top right.
Guys, too close. I'm trying to push front garage, guys.
Open peek. I'm trying to get this
front rock.
He's open shouldering.
Front rock is 1 shot dead. Nice.
Get him off, have your back. Yeah, I'm stunned. I'm full stunned. Have your back then.
I'm in water. I'm gonna grab him. Wait. I'm water. I'm water. He's deep. I can't see him.
Lambo now.
Deep water. He's weak. Nice. Hold rock. Got him, grab him.
Nice.
I'm gonna rock front. Push up front.
I have the back.
Got me rock.
Yo, hold lobby. I'm pushing out bush. I'm gonna hellstorm when they're close.
Inside water. In water.
I'm pushing out bush. I'm hellstorm.
Lobby. One's going lobby. Put you front. One's going lobby right now. That's 1 shot lobby. That's 1 shot lobby.
Weak. Side door. I have your side door. Water. Yes. There was 1 more water. Ivor side, Ivor side.
I'm crossing water.
I see one side.
Water right now, water right now.
Sylvie, lobby.
He's still inside.
Two lobby in the back.
Push out the front, push out the front, push out the front.
Hit the back.
Yeah, one side. Get my back door, guys.
Is it water?
Watch
water,
front.
dead.
I'm gonna light the back door. They have to flood,
Boy, howdy. Gen.G looking very, very strong. He comes to the streets from Havoc. He finds his third on the entry. That's wonderful work, and he's honestly about to get himself more lightning strikes. So in case the first weren't devastating enough, here comes another round. Havoc is just starting to burn white hot in this matchup. He's turned that series around. He's on a 9-10 kill spree. 34 and 23 right now. Oh, man.
Miles.
Oh, man.
It's not looking good. There's 2 streaks, the 3 specialists. Havoc's on a 10-kill streak. Major Maniac is positive 9. And Havoc is positive 11. It's all gone wrong. What on earth just happened? I'm interested to see and hear from the analysts maybe about the new MV squad, but Havoc make it 11. Can we see 12? You've got a slam. You're looking to end things. I think he's saving the slam just in case, maybe for Rock, but the Tempest is out. And it's electrifying. Let's see what it can do in the hands of Major Maniac. So far, so good. As Major Maniac and Havoc right now are combined 60 to 40. Incredible.
Envoy's been slowed down somewhat there by the trophy system. Major Maniac up over the top. The jump shot. Beautiful work. But Gunless is still alive, and he got a little bit too eager. He charges forward. 3 kills there for Envy. 3 clean. And we're looking to get back in this one again. 245 is a huge, huge scoreline now to climb. Envy, they have to make this perfect. They have to make this perfect.
And we'll say, Envoy invested the War Machine, nothing. Major Maniac invested the Tempest, nothing here. There is a slam, there is 2 streaks. The streaks must connect, and now they're going to find a couple. It's going to be a Gunless and Assault. Gen.G just need to slide on in and bag themselves 5 more points. A slam is available for Havoc, and he's looking to let loose, but the slam finds nothing too. The specialists have found pretty much nothing, and here we have Envy in control. The kill feed going their way. They can take it away, but it's new guy Spacely who's back in action, and he's going to find himself a double. And Havoc gassing his teammate up at the right time there. Spacely, an all-important double. I thought I could see that getting out of hand for a second.
Ooh. What a hard point. Let's have a look at the last minute of that matchup while the coaches get on stage. It all begins with Major Maniac's Tempest, which wasn't quite as high voltage as it needed to be, but nonetheless, I mean, Envy, watch that scoreline, because again, Gen.G are 10 points away from the win. They have hardpoint control at this stage. They invest 2 specialists to get in on this point. Envy battle back with such vigor.
I think at this very point as well, Gen.G are outslain by 25 kills, bear in mind as well. Havoc, of course, having Slam. We saw Envoy there have War Machine, nothing. Major Maniac invests the Tempest, connects, but doesn't find anything more than that. Havoc, we see just shortly, it doesn't find anything with the Slam as well, but his Hellstorm does connect. His Lightning Strike does connect. But Envy here for a second made my heart skip a beat, because if you look at the minimap, this is where Gen.G have control. They've taken 2 down. Havoc has this slam on the flank, but it doesn't work to plan, and then suddenly that kill feed is just all blue. But it's new guy Spacely come from the bench to save the day.
Unbelievable hard point. Well, before the match started, Jess caught up with Havoc. Jess, he's unbelievable. What did he say?
Thanks, Miles. Well, Havoc said that since Spacely has rejoined the team, he said the vibes are good, scrims are good. But when I was asking about what to expect here at the Pro League, he said he basically said something like, I don't really know how good we are. We're going to have to see. But he did say that they're expecting to go 4-0 for this week. From the side of Envy, I spoke to Aches and, walked up to him and said, hey, I see you guys have some roster changes. He kind of sighed and goes, yes, we did. He said that those were some absolutely necessary roster changes, said that Gunless is just a beast, and that was absolutely necessary. And he's hoping that this is going to pull them out of the slump that they've been in. And in this series, their success really depends on whether or not they can shut Envoy down. So let's see if they can make that happen. Miles and Momo, back over to you.
Can they shut Envoy down? Can they shut Envoy down? Again, 2 players who are essentially the same person, but we can't really tell, can we?
Then you've got Major Maniac
we
as
should
well.
Probably ask. We should probably ask how to pronounce his name before we butcher it again. Interesting to hear from Aches, though. I mean, isn't that amazing when you think, like, the slump they're in is one thing, but to go, we needed to make a team change.
I mean,
like, it's wild.
You can call it a slump, but for me, 5 players of a huge organization get on planes, travel to an event, don't win a map. That's more than a slump. That's tragic.
Yes.
That is, yeah.
It is.
I mean, you can't get any worse. It's been talked about for a while now, and I feel like Envy, they've got so much to prove, and they didn't win a map. And it's just like, how do you come back from that? They, transfer out the boy wonder that is Hugh. Can they get in? The god that is gunless, and things get changed around, everything gets switched up, and it can only get better. It can't physically get any worse. But Envy right now, they are down by 1, and by all means, yes, it started so well. I've got very high hopes for this squad. I like to see, you know, these guys work together, and it's no easy task going up against Gen.G. We know how strong they can be.
So the way this all works out, friends, Envy, they can lose 1 series this week. That's all they got. They got to win all the others in order to qualify for playoffs. On the other side of the board, when it comes to Gen.G, they need a win here. Now that, of course, you know, Midnight managed to win this matchup, Gen.G need another win to secure themselves placement in that top 4. If they can get it done here, that's great, but they need another after this. That will be decided tomorrow, in tomorrow's Pro League matches. But
I mean, yeah, that's it. There's so many games going on, and like every map and series counts towards Miami, and again, you want to get this in as early as possible. Once you kind of lock your place in, let's say for example like Optic or your 100Ds or whatever, then you've got that stress kind of free, and you can just practice and work on, you know, maybe getting a couple of maps in that you're not as good at.
Ooh.
Aches still rocking the Paladin over by B. We've seen some promising things from him on this one. Doesn't connect with the first 2 or the 3rd as well, but he's going to be sliding away straight into the hands of Spacely here as Gen.G open up the account with first blood. Bomb should be going down shortly, as it is now planted. We are going to see a retake, negative, of Envy.
Silly. Say goodbye to your kneecaps, friend.
And your toes.
Just gone. What a round from Gen.G. Such precision. Speaking of precision, Gunless, big shots. My word, I actually got a very fast bout of tingles up the arms there where Gunless re-challenged there, but Major Maniac, he eats green berets for breakfast.
And I think as well, there's been so many roster changes, which has been like Heretics, you know, 1 in, 1 out. Even Gen.G, 1 in, 1 out. But Envy, the whole dynamic has changed. I feel like this is a team which may suffer in Search and Destroy, or it's going to be harder to figure out. Like, there's been such a big change in this squad to kind of get back on the momentum of Search and Destroy is very, very difficult, and it looks like Aches is sticking to his role. And, of course, very early days yet, so we'll see, of course, whether it pays off. But Envy looking for the first win in a while. Quick change there coming in from Aches. Havoc has posted up at B. He's just chilling.
He's hiding behind a box full of yen. Waiting for that perfect time to just pounce. Envoy watching mid-map. Nothing there. All onto Morks, who's the lone defender at A. And here come Envy. They're all in. 3. That's a lot of information passed on. Spacely backs him up quickly. Envoy's now there in position. You can hear the trophy system setting up. We're gearing up for a big fight here, friends. This is going to be a biggie. Bomb down. That's the ding of the bell. And already, blow by blow, we're going at it. Silly just puts one on the Spacely. That's an absolute haymaker. 3-3. Silly finds his second. Powerful work. Now it's a 2-on-2. Up close and personal is Aches with that ICR. Major Maniac slips and slides right on through in a 1 versus 1. Aches comes out on top.
Nicely done there at the very end, and a good trade coming in from H. You saw Major Maniac, and you said up close and personal. That's where this man thrives. When he gets that Maddox in certain positions, his movement is on point. You see him just kind of slide in here, find one with only 1 bullet. The second kill just seemed very, very easy as he slides on forward, but it was just 1 too many. As Aches gets the better of him and finds Envy their first round of the Search and Destroy.
I really hope, I mean, for Envy's sake, that they win this. We're meant to be impartial as commentators, but I think for Envy's sake, for the love of COD, gotta give him a search soon. Here we go. Aches tried his luck at being the first round, puts the snipe away, and I think he may have actually regretted that one, changing class at that last moment, because there's potentially 2 players on the other side of that. The remaining 4 members of Envy defending towards A. But the bomb is moving towards B. Oh my, Envoy just managed to get it, and that's it. The B site is now theirs. The gunfights may be going down at A, but the bomb will be armed there shortly. I must say, Envy need to win these kills decisively and then cut across map. And they might just be able to do that. Mork's hoping to slow him down. Envoy now and Spacely defending at B.
Time ticking away. Envy with the life advantage here, but they've got to get in the defuse, and Envoy here just peeking through the windows, trying to see if anyone comes out of ice cream. They're actually going to be wrapping down alley and up top as well. Morks has found the information. Gunless drops down, and now this is where the numbers are going to go against them here. Trades go down 2v2 as Morks finds a double. The ICR so strong from this man. He's actually going to find himself Assault, but Assault with the ICR comes back. Envoy with a double here, clutches up, and the movement is on point.
We love that as well, Major Maniac. That was nasty.
That's what you usually see from your Sorg, maybe a Maddox, your ICR kind of movement there.
I think that was Aches' ICR, the red one.
Yeah.
That he picked up. Again, Morks putting it work in the back, finding 2 as well. Beautiful stuff there from Gen.G. Again, it spells doom for Envy. Search rounds are getting nasty. Into the 4th we go. 2-man push towards B now for Envy with that bomb.
And I think when you kind of come into this game, we talked about it in Optic versus Heretics kind of having your favourite. Gen.G have been great. You know, we saw obviously the results that they had at Anaheim. You know, yes, they've changed the player, and Nagafen obviously didn't put up the best stats, but, you know, replacing with someone like Spacely, I don't feel like it changes too much. Of course, maybe it brings a little difference to the team. But again, going into this, you've got to kind of tip Gen.G for the favourites here, no matter if you've got the likes of Gunless or whoever on the other team.
I think you're absolutely right, Phil. I completely agree.
Yeah. Sneaky.
Havoc. Oh, gosh, that's the one. I mean, Havoc could find a second. He makes it look so effortless, slicing his way through some of the finest players in the world. And now he's managed to maneuver himself in a position where he's got teammates backing him up, and now it's a 2-on-1 at that bomb site. Silly, you're in for a world of trouble, and as if it wasn't bad enough, Major Maniac picks it up. Now it's all down to Aches in a 1v3. Envy have been decapitated in round 4.
Aches like a lost puppy here with his bomb in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by 3 players. 14 seconds. Good luck, have fun, Aches. It's not going to be easy as Envoy is the player to take him down, and Gen.G bagged himself another round. I like how Gen.G have color-coded their game fuels to go with
I didn't see that.
To go with their...
I like that.
Check it out. I notice the smallest of things sometimes.
Obviously, human katana that is Havoc. Swish, swish.
Havoc could be good at that. Fruit game.
Really? Oh, yeah, no, I got that one. Sorry. Sorry, I had to think about it. I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't know what it's called. Look at that. Game fuels. Color code.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Props to Gen.G. 150 points away now from Streaks is going to be Envoy. Aches, can he put... There is one!
I don't think he meant to shoot him.
He didn't. The Streak stream is over. Aches finally finding one, and an important kill nonetheless here in the 5th.
Aches is maybe, I don't want to say slow reactions, but actually helped him out there.
Paid off.
Yeah, it was like, misses the first and someone runs straight into it. Poor Envoy as he gets a bullet through the skull.
I love that though, I mean, Gen.G. That shot went through, we heard that thump. Before Envoy had even hit the ground, those two had backed up and they just found cover real quick. Hey! Aches is in the mix, finds his second. The reinforcements for Envy now showing up, but is it too late? Aches gets his 3rd. Powerful work from Aches. Can he keep it going? The rest of the gunfights are going down. Spacely finds 1. Major Maniac now slipping forward. He's going to find a Silly. Oh no, wait a minute. Does find the Silly before going down. Can we get any more kills out of Aches? He finds 4. And that man right there on your screen secures the round.
First shot we laughed at. Second one was actually pretty fantastic, I'm not going to lie. Do we get to see the first one? I'm not sure we will. No, but we do get to see that second one. Precision at its finest there. What is it? Precision beats power, timing beats speed. Love it.
Who taught you that?
My mate Connor. Probably said it all wrong anyway.
I don't know. It sounded good. I thought it was like Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid or something, but... Ah, such a nerd. Round 6. Aches is going 6-3. We laugh, but he's having a great search so far.
I mean, that round alone was all like Aches. And B's pretty much wide open here. It's basically at the back, but he's not doing what Aches was, which was sniping and covering over everything. Major Maniac's going to jump on in to the house, and Aches actually might find himself a treat. Might find a while. Envoy pushing forward here.
Look how close these players are behind him.
Uh-oh, Aches, turn around! not going to happen.
To ribbons, 5v3. Outmaneuvered, outplayed, outgunned. Gen.G have once again taken a round and absolutely blast Envy out of this one. A brilliant bit of work from them here in round 6. Envoy will get the defuse. Again, the streak stream is over, but at 8-2, I mean, it took a 50 cal round from Eggs right to the dome to end it. Brilliant stuff. 4-2.
Gen.G coordinated as ever.
I love that you noticed that. It's so funny. Do Envy drink the blue one?
I was talking about the actual round of Call of Duty, Miles.
I'm still thinking about the game fuel.
I like it.
I like it too.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the rule. The refs, you know. Sorry, not allowed that game fuel. You're only allowed the blue one.
Yeah, like
Optic get the green one.
Scraps is like, want a blue one?
No, you can only have red one.
No, yeah, not one red one or a blue one. Not for you, Maddie. Have your red one and be happy. Here we go.
Red or nothing.
Round 7. Eggs still running that snipe, Old Faithful, but the fight is at A, and the fight is about to start, Eggs. You're not going to be present in this one, my friend. Here we go. Morks opens it up. The shots are there. Decimate! What a lovely 2 that was! He finds 3 off screen and gunless. Woohoo! Goodbye. That round
was Decimate. Found himself a nice little corner, backed on up and said, come to me. Finds 3 here. This second one was, I think it was a team shot. He got, yeah, but I'm sure one of his teammates also contributed, and Decimate looks as mind-blown as us here, but a nice triple there as Gunless ends it with a nice easy kill, but Envy find another round on the board here, and a much-needed one. You don't want to go 5-2 down in Search and Destroy. It's bad, trust me, I know. But Aches is going to hop, skip, and a jump into position, but all he sees is his teammates in front of him. Now, he did get taken from behind in the last round, so he might be a little bit more cautious at that one, but Silly didn't check the ice cream. Major Maniac's got himself a double scoop and he's found himself Silly planting the bomb. And Aches again. Yes, cautious at the flank, but still no better. 3 players go down, make it 4.
Honestly, what the hell? What? Gen.G? What?
I don't get how someone walked through ice cream and I jokingly said found himself it just seemed like it was just easy. It was like, oh, nobody's watching this. Here's someone planting the bomb. Sometimes you get wall banged, you know, in that position planting the bomb. Usually you don't get someone peek out and have a free kill. I think that's a bit of a mistake from Envy, but 5-3.
Learnings all the time. I mean, after that hyper-aggressive round at A, Envy were like, yo, just bum rush B as fast as we possibly can. And Gen.G just made the read so well. Brilliant work from them. And Envy are doing it again. They're like, just go for it, just charge. It's the charge of the Light Brigade, and that didn't really work out if you Google that one real quick, friends. Here we go. Now it's all down to the 3 remaining members of Envy here for the Search and Destroy. The losing streak may continue unless we can see some true heroics from Envy, and it's not going to come from Silly. It's possibly coming from Assault right now. Envoy's getting into this one. He's about to drive the dagger into the back of Aches, and that is it, friends. It's 2-0, and it's 14 losses straight in Search and Destroy for Envy.
40 maps straight. It's a tough one.
Oh, it's maps, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was 0 and 12, obviously at Anaheim, but today is a new beginning. And of course, it's not the easiest way to start with Gen.G in front of you. 0-2 is the scoreline.
There we go, friends. 2-0 so far as these 2 new rosters now put themselves to the test. When we come back after this quick break, it will be Control. Will it be a 3-0, or will Envy bounce back?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Gen.G versus Envy. Gen.G 2-0 in the lead. You're wondering, Momo, why are you introducing this? Miles got his face full of food right now because he was hungry during the break.
Hey. Why are you throwing me under the bridge?
It was coming to us anyway, and Miles, you're not getting rid of it that quick. Yeah, so welcome to Miles. He was hungry. The poor guy hasn't eaten in 14 days, and he's been starving out here in Columbus, Ohio. You all right? No? You still going?
So unprofessional.
So unprofessional.
I just
Tasty though, right?
It was fantastic.
How's the food?
Great. The food here is great at the MLG Arena. Wow, how deeply unprofessional. Like, really. Hey, though.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. 2-0 in the series is going to be Gen.G, and I will say, a little disappointed, a little bit surprised.
I'm kind of not surprised. I'll be completely honest. I thought Gen.G would come out here and do what they've been doing previously. They were very, very, very strong in Anaheim. Poor Nagafen had one of the best, well, his team had one of the best events ever, and then he finds himself quickly subbed out. And Envy, of course, 0-12 at Anaheim, and boy, oh boy, now 0-14. I don't think it's really fair to kind of, I don't know whether it's fair to say that. It's a fact, and they're not on a good run. But roles have changed. Envy have switched up so much, including players, roles, specialists, and everything in between. But we're here on gridlock control. Are Gen.G going to give them the quick backhand of a 3-0? Are we going to see the shot punches from Havoc? But our Envy, maybe, who knows? Reverse sweep, is it possible? Of course it is.
Yeah, obviously.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. And time is a flat circle, so everything that can happen has already happened somewhere. And all right. Here we go. Into the control. X with our first blood. And over to B we go. And it's starting to stack up quite quickly. There's only 2 members on it. Havoc's opened up the back. Everyone on Gen.G playing this quite slow. Very, very conservative, and I like it. So far, so good. X gets traded out, and they manage to drain the second tick before it can get any more dangerous. Oh, Envoy. Big shots. That's his 3rd kill in a row. Now Major Maniac on the solo play. Here towards A. Havoc. Reinforcements are coming through, and man, the cavalry is furious. He's on a 3-kill streak as well. Oh boy, Havoc's dangerous.
Yeah, Havoc's very fast, becoming like one of my favorite players to watch because it's almost so predictable but so fun watching him play. It's the fact he kind of maneuvers his way as close as he can to the enemy and then quickly just jumps out, smacks him in the face, and then just slides away. Very entertaining. Decimate has the tough job of basically answering back here, but Envy are going to try and capture it, and it looks like they're going to get away with it here. Are they going to get challenged again? You don't usually see this, but Ace is going to get himself a 3, and that life lead here that Gen.G had has been nullified. 18-18.
We'll say it's been great work out of Gen.G on the defense, but Envy have just managed to deal the damage at B to begin with, keep the life count even, and then below A completely out of the showers, out of the water, literally. 175 away now from streaks is Ace. He's done a nice bit of work. 4 kills in a row, 6-1. Space tagged. Decimate's possibly able to pick it up. He is going to get it. Major Maniac will cut the lifeline out from Envy there. The streaks will not be coming through for X now. Envoy versus Silly. Silly's going to bring a nade to a gunfight. Oh, speaking of nades, there's a volley back. And as you can see, that front line being pushed forward now by Envy. Major Maniac up next. The stun finds something. He finds a gunless trying to transition across the road. He doesn't look left, he doesn't look right. He just looks right down the barrel of Major Maniac's schematics, and that's a big one. Mork's in the back. A solid defensive hold, but you can see Envy just taking those little steps forward, inch by inch, then making their way towards that point.
And one push is maybe all it takes here, but it's whether they have the time to do that. What? Okay. Basically does what Aix did in the previous zone, and finds himself a double with a frag and sliding around. It's Havoc. He likes to get up close and personal. You heard me before, and look at him go, jumping, weaving, find himself up top. There's the shot punch. Havoc is not done yet. 7 kills to his name. Trumping anybody in the lobby bar. Aix sliding around, so aggressive, so fast. He might be down to 22 HP, and that is going to be the end of him. But his job is done, Miles. That's all he needs to do, because now he's going to respawn. Guess who isn't? Aix himself, 10-4, 10-3. Make it 2. As we do see the seconds tick away, and Envy will lose this round.
Oh boy. The foundations were very, very solid for Envy to start this one off, but once Havoc got going, man, he's an assassin. And once again, you can't kill him.
I don't want a face cam. of Havoc. I want like a hand cam. I want to just see how quickly he shoots and punches. It's crazy.
He really was.
I wish we had those stats to just know how many of Havoc's kills are actually melees. How many people does he finish off with the melee? It's a joke.
When I think of like players who've got really exceptional movement, they really move around the map well and put themselves in weird places and have great timing to, you know, close distance between players. I think of Jerd, I think of Havoc. You know, at times I think of Simp. You know, sometimes Simp's like, he's got such strong gun skill. He kind of takes those mid-range gunfights really, really well. I don't know. I'd love to have a sort of think and a bit of a sit down about. Like,
I think Jerd was always notorious for it because of previous Call of Duties where it would maybe take one hit to melee or knife or whatever it would be. But it's obviously new meta, which is new to Black Ops 4, which honestly I don't see anyone right now better than Havoc. But it's just it works for him. And who knows what it's going to be like this time next year, but. A lot to go down, and one thing going down is A. Lightning Strike at the ready for Major Maniac. He got streaks in the Hardpoint multiple times, and he's found himself a Lightning and a Hellstorm. He's going to back on up, and it's crazy they've done that without losing one life, but it reminds me a little bit of how Splice used to play. They kind of gave up pay and just pinched the whole team in. And it looks like that's the game plan that Envy's going to try here.
There's no pinch though. I mean, Envy, they haven't really managed to keep him in. No one in mid-map has come through showers to push him in the back once you know that you're hitting that koi side. The koi pond, of course, being where the fish lives. Oi, Gunless is toast. Wow, Havoc. Again, still 25-26. One zone remaining, it's all on a B, but look at this approach now, this crawl forward from Gen.G, and it's so methodical. They check every corner, they trade every kill, they try not to give up the positioning, and Envoy this whole time, he's hit the other side of the map. He's trying to make a play happen here. Tags are through. Havoc's going to once again be the tip of the spear as he drives it right into the heart of Envy, and that's going to be 21-24. The capture now beginning. Streaks are ready for Morks as well as Major Maniac, and again, progress at B. The second tick has been halted for now, but how long can Envy stop the bleeding?
Morks is going to get shot in the back. Silly does find one onto Spacely here, so maybe a little bit of hope just yet. See, the engineer is rocking for Envoy. We're seeing the streets come in, and we've seen this new kind of style of kind of curling these Hellstorm. No, that's
unfortunate. That's just a bit of rough piloting. If he finds his way just through the top of that overpass, oh boy. You clean out those players who are sitting back Sushi, and that's a big win. Still, doesn't matter when you got Morks locking down the street. Havoc's getting up close and personal. Now Spacely's making that front line look very, very solid. And oh boy, Envy, you've got to go. You've got to go now, because that's it. The round is over.
He might be great at the shot punch, but again, just the snap that he has on the Sorg, it's hard to master, but there's many a talent in the CWL and who do that. You know, you look at the likes of Dylan and many others, as you can kind of pick everyone from every team, a Beezy, whatever it may be. But again, this is going to be the best playing. First of all, smart positioning, but second of all, like just snapping on. Oh. Seems effortless at the moment.
It's completely effortless. It was effortless in the first round. In this round, it's just the same.
And Gen.G going into the third now, I still have specialists to play with, still have streaks to play with.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Oh man, I mean, they're fully loaded. All into A is going to be Envy. Slams up. Havoc only finds one. He's unlucky not to have had tacos there, friends. Spacely, he's going to be there to pick up the pieces and close out the rest of the kills. Envoy's there as well. It's just, again, they're a bit of a Hydra. You chop one head off and another one appears. That is Gen.G. Still, Envy have just about managed to perform the Herculean task of taking care of that Hydra, and now we have it. First ticket A done. Halfway through the second. Decimate. Brilliant work to stay alive. Keep the tech going. Keep the cap going. And now over to B we go. And we are seeing that develop as well. A nice two-pronged attack now for Envy. Can they keep this bilateral push going? Envoy, as he's trying to slow this down. Great work underway. It's the War Machine now at the ready. Morked on the outside. That's going to keep B safe before any real damage can get done.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on kind of the two-pronged attack, and I felt like it could almost come back to bite them, if I'm being completely honest, because they don't capture A very fast, and that means obviously a little bit less time, obviously onto B, but also the loss of lives. We saw Gen.G attacking B with a 2-life lead. Now we see Envy attacking B with a 4-life deficit against 3 streets, against 4 specialists. Envy, they're what, close to maybe attack 5, which yes may help them, but they're going to have a War Machine, a Tempest, attack 5, and a Vision Pulse to deal with, along with these Lightning and Hellstorm. If I'm being completely honest, it's one team simply outclassing another. The hard point, don't get me wrong, was super, super close, but this control has literally been one-sided. Major Maniac has called in the lightning. It wouldn't surprise me to see all these specialists invested right now just to close this series out. 7-life lead. Gen.G are going for it.
Going for it. It all comes down to B now. You have to push this if you're Envy. That's a big win from X. Envoy now at the ready with the War Machine. There's one, there's two. He's going to find... Oh, no! A little bit of unfortunate friendly fire, and it's a two-case incident of it from Gen.G. Is it enough for now for Envy to get forward? No, the reinforcements will make their way in. Is it prolonging the inevitable?
Miles, it's 6v14. Major Maniac hasn't got the Tempest out yet, but that Hellstorm, here it is. That means all of Envy just hide in the house. That means the time ticks down. I would have thought that would have been slowed down and maybe killed in the front door, but Gen.G, they go offensively, and I love it. The reason being is any type of trades mean Envy do not respawn, and Gen.G do. Tempest at the ready. Doesn't connect.
Oh, is it enough? Not full stim, but it doesn't matter. The teamwork is there. Assault now making his way forward, and the capture begins. Can the 3, now 2 remaining members of Envy get it done? Decimate, he will fall. Assault will be the last member to drop, and Gen.G, a 3-0 that was really convincing, let's be honest, friends. That was powerful work. The Hardpoint was the only map with a real close contest. The search was what it was going to be always, but that control... Tough scenes there for Envy. This new squad, though,